Good morning, Macon, Georgia, Middle Georgia, and everyone else around the world through the World Wide Web. This is the Morning Roast for Hump Day. Guess what day it is? Wednesday.
It does feel like a hump day.
Yes, it does. Wednesday, October 23rd, 2013 today. This is, you're live from the Nut House with Irv, Ed, and yours truly, DB, right here. It's 50 degrees. Can you believe that? 50 degrees outside of Macon, Georgia.
It's chilly, baby.
With a high of 70 degrees and a low of 40.
And that's going to carry on for a while now.
Oh, yeah.
Before it levels out somewhere in December, January, somewhere.
Somewhere like that.
Anyway, we're at the cusp of the hump.
Yes, the cusp of the hump.
And we are like right here at the hump.
Mm-hmm.
And then we still got to go cross over and smooth, and then
get into the
it's
weekend.
all downhill from there.
Yeah. I'm so glad I finally got the USB cord for my camera. I was looking high and low for it. So at least I'd be able to put in a couple of videos or two for the YouTube channel, which even though this has really crappy audio, but still.
Better than zero.
Yeah.
It's like our audio.
Hey, it doesn't matter how crappy the audio is, as long as it's got a catchy tune.
Yeah. What did the fuck say?
Anyway, it's rainy and gloomy here in the Great North. Too much.
Okay.
One North area. He's from Canada, right?
Yeah.
Canada. How
Everybody
cold is
says
it in
yeah.
Canada? E?
Ontario.
Okay, Ontario.
Okay. The great
Province of Ontario,
province.
Canada.
Yeah.
So I guess what
I
you're...
can't call it a state, can I?
Yeah, it's a province, yeah.
Province of Ontario,
Let's
Canada.
So I'm
start the
guessing
day
what-
off right.
Toronto?
Oh, what about Seattle? We got Seattle. Probably like you, right? In Seattle. You know, that's what I love about our show. We're national. We are national.
Yes,
We are national stars.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yes, indeedy.
Yeah, well, there we go. We got Ontario and Seattle, Washington.
All right.
And then we'll find out what everybody else is
How
from.
about
What
those
about
Raptors?
you, ATT? I always forget. I'm here forever.
How about those Raptors too much?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good morning, ATT. Where are you from, ATT? What area of
The world.
the world? Anyway.
Anchorage, Alaska.
Alaska.
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay, so now, wow, we went from Ontario, Canada, to Seattle, Washington, up to Anchorage.
Alaska, yeah. So you thought 50 degrees was...
You know, there is a video about her getting yelled at or heckled in a setting with Ted Cruz. They called her an idiot.
Well, she is.
Duh.
Call the kettle black. What the hell, man?
Yeah, you betcha, yeah.
Anyway,
She'll be our next vice president,
Ugh.
along with Hillary.
well, let me see. Yeah, here forever. Nova Scotia.
Hillary Rodham.
Nova Scotia, Canada is here. Here forever.
Hear
Wow,
my name from
this is
Nova
great.
Scotia.
Yeah, nobody's from Macon except us. What the
Yeah.
hell is that all about?
Well, you're right.
Oh, you're right. That's right.
And
And Diaz.
Howard
And Diaz.
London.
And Diaz, yeah.
You're right, and Diaz. All right. Well, you know, we also have Ellen Macon.
Oh,
But he
yeah.
hasn't been around.
It's been a while, yeah.
C-Block.
And then, of course, Donnie Curry's from Nevada,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Is it?
Las Vegas or Reno.
Las
somewhere
Vegas
around
or
there.
Reno.
Reno.
Never figure him out. Too damn hot and humid there. Where is that? Not sure. Mark 1979 is with us.
Reno.
Welcome back. Hamid Hussein, always hanging around,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like an insurgent.
Yes. Want to give a quick shout out to one of my former co-workers, Michelle Apon. She's originally from San Diego, California. She worked at Fox 24 for like a good 2-3 years. She just found out she just got engaged to a guy named Derek. Well, not this Derek, but Derek Schnell. So
Schnell.
Yeah.
Yes, I know it.
So,
Wow.
congratulations to Michelle and Derek on
Michelle
your engagement.
Schnell.
Michelle.
Michelle
They're
Schnell.
the ones making fun of your future
yeah.
husband's name.
I'm
Jimmy.
sorry. All right.
Congratulations, nonetheless.
Michelle Schnell.
She's,
That's her name gonna be.
Yeah,
She marries this guy, right?
yeah. Because
Wow.
it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Congratulations. She's in Oklahoma City right now, so hope you're. I guess I know they're a lot warmer than we are, so
Yes.
it's Oklahoma City.
If you want to move to Macon, we'd love to have a Schnell here.
They got that reward up to $10,000.
Oh, really?
People that release animals.
Yes,
I
the
think
award.
somebody's gonna spill their guts. For
Oh
$10,000.
yeah. Oh yeah. Because so it went from 5,000 to 8 to 10.
Humane Society.
And now it's 10. Yeah, I have that story. Do you have the story yet, or you brought it up? You have the story on the dogs?
Well, you read the story. You have
Yeah,
to
no,
do
I
the video.
thought you had a video. Okay, I gotta find it. Here it is. Hold on.
You guys never let me
No,
tell
this
the
is
story.
the old one, the way they just offer 5. Ugh.
Right on the front page of MAZ.
Well, if you haven't rolled that somewhat beautiful
I'll
news
get the
video.
Yeah, roll it, please, for
Gotta do
God's
everything
sake.
around here.
All right, here we go. We got a low. I can't find it, Ed.
It's right on the front page of MAZ.
Of which news?
I'll play it. Just hold
All
on.
right, here we go.
You guys.
Sorry,
talk.
guys.
Do
Mhm.
We're a little slow here. Okay, I'm in the Michigan area, Mark 1979.
Mm-hmm.
Michigan. How's Detroit doing? Are you afraid to say you're from Detroit, really, Mark? Oh, he's in the Flint area. Okay, that's
Flint,
what,
Michigan.
Flint, Michigan.
Yeah, Flint, Michigan. So it's.
I drove like this, all of that, and then I went up to St. Ignace,
Mm-hmm.
across the Mackinac Bridge, and then came back, and then did a roundabout back to Ann Arbor.
Wow.
So I drove all of that area for a couple of days. Beautiful. I sent you three a link to the news article. Oh,
Good.
okay. Thank you. Let's see. Well, okay, here we go. What is this?
All right. I got a video.
Okay.
Actually, I got 2 videos. One is going to be the Candlelight Vigil, which is the first one. And the second one is going to be the new one.
Okay.
You ready?
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
That's a blog spot you sent me there, ATT. I don't know what the hell that is. Irv and Ed and Derek, did you see the ones on BC Cannabis got busted for growing too much weed? No.
Mm.
But we'll talk about it.
Definitely.
There you go. There's Lacey. Yes, Mister.
Mhm.
I don't know why there's no sound.
Yeah, this is the Candlelight Virgil, right?
Yeah, Candlelight Vigil. Of the dogs that were taken and lost from All About Animals shelter.
Yeah.
Safe haven.
I guess
Yeah,
they
they did
expect
have
you to
to-
read the story while you watch the video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's maybe that's
Here's
probably
the latest
correct.
one.
Macon police are still searching for the people responsible for breaking into an animal shelter.
3 dogs died and several others were injured after they were forced to fight. Today, the shelter, All About Animals, announced it's increasing the reward in this case.
41 NBC's Elaine Rackley spoke with some of the volunteers at the shelter who say they and the dogs are recovering together.
Some of the dogs at All About Animals are now happy and playful, while others are recovering from a vicious forced dog fight.
I was heartbroken. I was in shock. Tears flowed immediately. I knew these dogs. I'd walked these dogs and loved on these dogs, and these dogs have loved me back. It was like losing a member of the family.
Volunteers were at the shelter Tuesday, walking, feeding, and cleaning the dogs. Vicki Baxley says she has one goal as a volunteer.
To help the animals know that they are loved and that somebody cares. And not everybody is bad.
Volunteers say the outpouring of support from the community has been overwhelming, and they are grateful that people care.
I know that they are warm. I know that they are loving. And it's a shame that it took this to bring it out in them, but we are so very grateful. It's overwhelming.
The shelter, along with Crime Stoppers, is offering an $8,000 reward for information leading to the arrest and conviction of the people responsible for the animal shelter break-in. All About Animals Executive Director Mary Crawford met with detectives Tuesday as volunteers prepared kennels for dogs returning to the shelter.
Today we're actually going to bring some of our injured dogs back. Things are getting back to normal here.
All these poor animals, you know, they've had a hard enough life as it is, and now they're going through something like this. It almost makes you lose a little bit of faith in humanity.
In Macon, Elaine Rackley, 41 NBC News.
How do you like that? Ben Shepherd.
Yeah.
5 minutes of fame.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, you know, what happens is, for those of you who don't think that people are not traumatized by this, those volunteers work with those dogs just about every day.
Yeah.
And what happens, you build a bond with the dogs, so even though you have 65 dogs, you know them all almost personally, and they become a part of you. And losing 3 and 4 of them and a whole bunch of them hurt is pretty traumatic. Not only that, but look at the act in itself is so horrible. The fact that somebody went in there and opened up the cage and let those dogs fight each other is which was inevitable to happen, especially when you have dogs that are in a state of frenzy.
And plus, not to mention, some people, especially the place, didn't have any security cameras, so I'm quite sure the people who did break in, they probably had somebody, if they didn't themselves, were probably casing the place for several days, or if not weeks, just to see what they can do.
Well, I called the sheriff, of course, Sheriff Davis, just to let him know, you know, I'm here, we want to talk about this, but here's an idea, we need to have somebody on that street. At least in the wee hours, I said. By the way, he called me back. I called his office, left a message, then he called me back yesterday. And he apologized for getting back to me so late. It was all right. I know he's busy. He's got a lot going on. However, I was grateful that he called, and I said, look, you know, I just want to talk about these 2 things. And one of them happened to be the dog situation.
Okay.
I said, you know, it's ridiculous, Sheriff, that it's unattended. It's like having a house full of animals with no human being on there, taking care of the animal. It's got to be a way. I also suggested the idea that DS told me he thought was a good idea. DS Resch is one of the volunteer and spokesman for All About Animals.
Right.
He suggests that they take that little house that's built there, it's like a little grandmother house, whatever, and make that into a place where the volunteers could stay over. You know, have a set schedule for the volunteers to say, okay, you're here this weekend. Keep the house clean and flush your toilet.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that way they wouldn't have to depend on other security. Maybe that's a way. Anyway, so now it's $10,000, by the way, right?
Yeah, they just.
Is that what you mentioned?
After the video they said 8, but I want to thank Ed, saying that they just updated for the update of the situation. They advanced the reward from $8,000 to $10,000.
Yeah, it started at 5. It started at 2. It went to 5 more, so it went up to
8. They went up
7, 8, and then now it's
10.
10.
$10,000.
So, have a person live free in a trailer on property? No, that's not a good idea. Don't have anybody living there. No, the person needs to be in and out. It's just a place for the volunteers to be able to stay if they need to do, something. And the person that lives there would have to be the director of All About Animals. That's the only way to do that. Good morning, Diaz. We're talking about All About Animals and about your idea on converting the house into a sleeping quarters for the volunteers. Give us your reasoning behind that. Give us your reasoning, Diaz, because I'm going by a great idea that you told me that I feel would be, if implemented, would be tremendous. Did you say a reward for 10 is 10,000? Yes, it's on the news.
Yes.
It's on the news. It's now $10,000. And $10,000. That's what it's been raised to, and that's what we're telling the folks here on the roast. All right, so Derek, Diaz, tell us about your idea with the house in one sentence. Have them for what reason there? Have them staying over. The volunteers, you remember that? The little house. Volunteers have been staying in the house since it happened. Good.
That's great.
Okay, that's great. Now, Irving, 10,000, maybe you should turn to Ed. I say Ed did it in a drunken blackout. Where's my 10 grand?
Oh, jeez, man.
All right, good. So volunteers are staying in the house. That's cool. Beautiful. And they'll continue. There you go. There you have it. Right from the dog's mouth.
Yes, not the horses, but the dog's mouth. Speaking of which, though, I do have a story, I guess.
Yes, I saw that. I saw that on your Facebook somewhere. Congratulations. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for your service to the animal kingdom.
Exactly.
God's going to bless you, whether you believe in him or not. All right, so...
Yeah. I had another story. I guess it would be pet related or dog related. This is from the FDA.
Dog related? You talking about my ex again?
No. This is totally different other dog story. This is from the Oregonian. This is from Oregon Live. From Oregon. This is news from breaking news from the FDA. It says jerky treats that were made from China sickened 3,000 dogs. Mysterious canine illnesses and death that are linked to jerky treats from China have slowed down since 2 manufacturers pulled the leading brands off the market earlier this year. It so far has sickened 3,000 dogs and killed 600 in some mysterious outbreak. Basically, we're just getting this from the reports of these 6 dogs are not stopped altogether. This is according from the Food and Drug Administration. Martine Hartigenis, veterinarian and deputy director of the FDA, is basically saying that we're still getting complaints about the products on the shelf. She has advised pet owners to be cautious about feeding their dogs any type of jerky treat. Even if the packages don't mention China, they may contain Chinese ingredients. It says that Mike Millar, co-owner of the Green Dog Pet Supply in Northeast Portland, says that a lot will say product of the USA, but they're just packaged here. It's really deceptive. And they said that the FDA appealed to the veterinarians yesterday, asking them to be on the lookout for these suspected cases. Federal officials need urine samples from dogs that are sick and samples of the treats they consume. I'm trying to find out what name. They didn't say what name brands they are, but it says about the outbreak, which dates back to 2006, has sickened since 2006. These specific doggy treats have sickened about 3,000 dogs and 10 cats and killed about 600 canines. It's swept a wide range of breeds, hitting dogs big and small, young and old, male and female.
Didn't the Chinese just like...
Why? I don't buy nothing that's not made in the USA.
Basically,
everything was made in
here's
China.
okay. I think I got some of the names. This is Del Monte, I guess. Del Monte, who makes, I guess, tomato sauce or something. They pulled down Milo's Kitchen chicken jerky treats and Chicken Grillers, and Nestle Purina recalled Wagon Train and Canyon Creek Ranch dog treats.
We don't buy Chinese. Please.
Okay. I'm just saying.
No, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. I thought those were American companies. No, they're Chinese. And even if they are American,
they're just being packaged,
that's it. It's a name on a stock market board. That's all it is. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
He says, Mr. Maller of Green Dog Pet Supply says he only carries Kona's chips, which according to the manufacturer's website are made in the United States with U.S. chickens. So basically those who have pets, just watch out for Del Monte, Milo's Kitchen Jerky Treats and Chicken Grillers, and Nestle Purina's Wagon Train and Canyon Creek Ranch Dog Treats.
And I have another public service announcement.
Yes.
This picture here.
Mm-hmm.
Sick people have been taking pieces of cheese and meat and sticking carpet tacks in them at dog parks.
What is that?
Those are tacks?
Those are carpet tacks inside pieces of cheese and meat.
Wow.
There's sick people out in the world, so if you got your dog and your dog's going to eat something off the ground, don't let him.
Are you sure that's not a hoax? That photo's from Argentina, the photo guy is saying.
I mean, even still, that is some cold-blooded stuff, man. I mean, because you got to think about it, because, I mean, the day is the 23rd, right? So we're 8 days away from Halloween, so that means if you have kids, you got to be careful about...
Bye, good time.
You got to be careful. See you later, good time. I mean, it kind of reminds me of what we got to do for kids when trick-or-treating. Always check the wrappers and the candies that you have up there, and that it doesn't have any type of poison or anything like that.
I remember when they started putting the razor blades in the apples.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a kid. We went trick-or-treating, my whole family, my brothers and I, my sisters, and it's like 9 and 10 of us, plus some of the neighborhood kids.
Mm-hmm.
And they would give us apples, forget about it. We would throw those apples at the cars.
Mm-hmm.
Over the highway.
Wow.
My brother especially. My brother had...
Mm-hmm.
You remember that? ATT said, I remember that. Yeah, you remember the razor blades. That was a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah, matter of fact, let me go give you that link, by the way, for those who are
interested.
Those who are interested about this story about these sorry, crappy doggy treats.
These killer treats.
These killer treats, yeah. The killer treats. That's a better, perfect name for it.
Trick or treat? Yeah.
Jerky treats, yeah. Jerk those dogs around, that's for sure.
Well, there you go. Thanks for the link. I can show my wife. Yes, check it out. Keep a list of those items. I mean, you could forget. There's so many of them.
Yeah, something from...
So, I mean, beef jerky is one, right?
Yeah.
What's the other
one? It was one from Del Monte. It was
Del Monte. Now, you sure that's not a tomato sauce for humans?
No.
Or ketchup?
I mean, they sell ketchup, but I'm just saying, but that's one of the companies, I guess, that produces a distributor.
Well, I guess Del Monte is Chinese.
Yeah, Milo's Kitchen Chicken Jerky Treats. And Chicken Grillers and Nestle Purina's Wagon Train and Canyon Creek Ranch Dog Treats.
So there's both human and dog food?
Well, it's not. Well, I don't know.
Is this all dog food?
Yes, all dog food.
Okay, this is all dog.
Dog food, yes. Because remember, Nestle Purina...
Sounds like human food. All right.
I don't know what you've been eating. Well, I don't know what's in your diet, man.
I got jerky treats in my bed.
Hey, man, I don't know what your diet's been, man, but I'm just...
Yes, you're the man. Jerky
Yes.
You're a dog, Diaz. You're a dog. Anyway. Whatever. Ant in the house. Hi, Ant. Where's Ant? There he is. Tara London on. Good morning.
Well, as Muhammad Hussein said, remember the first year they had fun-sized candy bars. The rumor they did was chocolate-coated turds. Oh no, might have been maybe those almond joys probably been rumored about that because they are kind of lumpy.
Yeah.
If you never have.
Hey, Tao, what are you still getting up? You're kind of shy. What the hell is hello? It's usually wah, go, ba, big mouth.
And that's
Stay quiet. Let me.
I don't say Ed's telling me to leave you alone. Let him stay quiet.
All those Z's and stuff, man.
Anyway, good morning. Anyway, we're here live at the Nut Out.
Yes, indeedy.
With me and him.
Yep, DB.
And
Ed.
Ed.
Yeah, and in case you missed it, we were talking about the reward that's been up to $10,000, and also talked about these funky, nasty jerky treats that are made in China. That's basically made 3,000 dogs sick and 10 cats, as well as killed 600 dogs because they were really, really poisonous. Mysterious outbreak. This is from Oregon News.
No. Mm-hmm. Hey, here's an idea. Anthony, while you're going through your script, marking your lines and doing all that, and I know that you'll be listening, but you could stop and type as a character that you're playing. How's that? In the play. See if you're really into character. Don't even come on as with your personality. You got to come on with that character's personality. All right? There you have it. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes no. All right, screw you then. All right. Whatever.
Well, ATT was talking about the candy bar. Almond Joy.
And this is make it.
Oh man.
Hello, Mircha or Micha.
Hello, Micha or Mitcha? Yes. I have no idea. Well,
you said it. I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Anthony, you're not that talented. You said it. I didn't.
Yeah. That were your words. Well, speaking as I said earlier before, at least Michelle Apon has got some good news being engaged, but I'm not too sure about this particular story, wedding story right here. This is from London, from the Huffington Post. There was a forgetful British bridegroom who made a hoax bomb threat rather than admit that he neglected to book the venue for his wedding and has been sentenced for a year. So basically, Neil McArty, the groom-to-be, or would have been the groom-to-be, called Liverpool's St. George Hall from a phone booth on his scheduled wedding day and claiming that Obama was supposed to do
to go off for
5 minutes. Well, it wasn't like he wanted to get married. He wanted to get married. His fiancée, Amy Williams, was left standing in the street in her wedding gown while the building was evacuated. McCarty was arrested and admitted that he made the call because he forgot to fill out the paperwork for the wedding. He forgot to request the hall for the wedding day. He forgot to book it. So basically, on Tuesday, yesterday, a judge at Liverpool Crown Court in Northwest England sentenced him to 12 months in jail. Defense lawyer Charles Lander and McCarty and Williams are still together. Wow. Y'all still together. Wow. So she's going to wait for him when he gets out of jail? She must really love this guy. Really love this guy. Even though Butchcliffe basically said on the comments says, doesn't seem to be good husband material. And Jan Badinsky says, that says a lot about the groom. And Laura 4343 says, boy, did she dodge a bullet. And Wilhelmino Jorson from the Navy said, run, Forrest, run. God, listen, maybe it's a good thing that she did marry him.
I think he did it. No, I think he did it on purpose. He did it because he didn't want to get married. He went to the most extreme way of breaking up that from happening.
So there was a bomb.
Nobody was going to speak up and forever hold your peace. And nobody gave a shit. And so he realized, I'm stuck. And he became crazy. And he did a bomb scare. That's what it looks like to me.
I don't know. But you mean, so he basically forgot to book the place on purpose, you think?
I think he wanted to get out of that marriage.
Huh.
And that was his motivation.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, Mark, is that a true story? You're writing this whole manifesto that has to be read. I think everybody read it. Nobody's answering you much.
Yeah.
Too early for jokes.
Mm-hmm.
The only joke telling is going to be
Some people actually taking this really seriously. Some people actually taking this seriously. Champatoka says a year. This guy says Champatoka says a year. That says
I gave him another chance.
the groom.
What did he say? Did he say something?
The first thing he says is, "Get that spick off of here." Blah blah blah. I'm not going.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Then he's gone.
I'm not going.
All right.
Yeah,
I told him he had one
rejection.
chance.
I mean, Champatoka says.
Rocco will no longer be on our show.
Okay. Champatoka seems to be taking, and some other people have been taking it really serious about this story. Says a year, that seems to be pretty steep for a crime that nobody got hurt.
Yeah.
And then little puffy classes. You think bomb threats are a joke? Which I kind of understand this post 9/11 society. And then Champatoka returns, says like a year is a long time to be incarcerated where no one was actually hurt if financial restitution was made. And then Parade Keegan basically says this gives her a year to wake up and dump this yo-yo, in my opinion. Liberal Lee says he got commitment issues, girl. Leave him. Like, geez.
Yeah, Rocco blew his one last chance. No more.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah. Well.
you do the crime, you gotta do the time. Just like that groom to be. It's a bum. I don't want to get married. Click. That's kind of cold blooded. That is cold blooded.
Well.
But but speaking of getting cold blooded and get hit dodging a bullet or lack thereof.
He didn't dodge a bullet. That's
Well,
the
the
problem.
bride
He didn't dodge
did.
a bullet.
Bride did though from not marrying him.
That's why Rocco's
Well, he
not on
dodged
me. I just
Daddy
don't want to
Rocco.
deal with his shit.
Oh, you're
I'm
talking
not
about
in the
Rocco.
mood. I don't want him to be my friend. He doesn't need to be on the show. He doesn't need to be around. He's just a negative, downer, head, maniacal son of a bitch. Why do I want a stupid ass guy like that? Stalking me is what he's doing. All right, and leave me alone. Get out of my life. Don't be on my show. My show's my life. I live this shit. Don't come into my house and start bad-mouthing me on my show.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, and if you want to engage in funny talk, that's fine. That's
Tyra
it.
Lund, quit talking about Elizur. Oh, jeez. Come on, Aaron.
Thank you, Ann. All right, so what else is in the news, Derek? Wait a minute. I got a wing dang doodle of the hour.
Okay, wing dang doodle of that.
Anthony, listen to this. Macon's Ramada Plaza faces a second foreclosure in 3 years.
3 years. Uh-oh.
Once again, Macon's downtown high-rise hotel is facing foreclosure. Florida-based GSD Hospitality Group bought the 16-story Ramada Plaza on First Street in March 2010 for $2 million at a foreclosure auction. The hotel temporarily closed a couple of times in early 2011 because of problems with the boiler and aging pipes before it closed for good in February 2011. This company, GSD Hospitality, is owned by Gunwant, believe it or not, Gunwant
Dhaliwal.
Gunwant Dhaliwal, and his wife, Tajinder Dhaliwal, and both are doctors in Newport Richey, Florida.
Wow.
In August of 2011, Alabama-based Black Diamond Hotel Group, LLC, bought the hotel for $2.5 million from GSD Hospitality. According to the foreclosure legal notice, Tajinder Dhaliwal loaned Black Diamond the $2.2 million towards the purchase. So there was some connection there between the wife and this company, Black Diamond. I think what they were doing was they were all still involved in the company, but they had a new corporate name.
Okay.
That they just shifted over, but they were the owners.
Wow.
The hotel is scheduled to be sold at the Bibb County Courthouse on November 5th. Anthony, line up. By the way, in addition, more than $13,200 is due in unpaid taxes and furniture. The company has this big tax bill on it. There's real estate taxes of about $24,900, property taxes of $4,000. So all sorts of money owed.
Which is due by November the 15th.
Then it goes on to tell the history of the hotel, which changed names like 5-6 times.
Oh, yeah.
Ramada, Crown Plaza, who the hell knows?
Yeah.
All these names. Ramada Plaza.
Just a plethora of names.
That is
like
a Bad Luck Hotel.
Yeah.
Even if they fix it up, would you want to stay there?
Yeah, that sounds like a good name, Bad Luck Hotel. Ted, yeah, I remember going to this Ramada Hotel Plaza back my senior year when we had the senior prom, where they had this nice prom buffet, and I had trouble with those crab legs and stuff. I had to give me those crazy looking pliers, and all I did was just squirt salt water on my doggone tux. You know,
what are you talking about?
Talking about they had this buffet that they had for all the prom.
In that hotel?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and it was just
like acid in the food.
Yeah, well, might as well be. Cause, I mean, the fruit, yeah, the buffet was nicer, but it just made me gun shy over crab legs.
It's really eerie. I mean, you go there, folks. For those of you who have never been to that area or that hotel, those of you locals know what I'm talking about. When you go to a hotel in the lobby area, it's all chained over, and then you look in, and it's like, it's beautiful lobby. I mean, just immaculate. Mm-hmm. And it's so sad and eerie to see it completely empty. Like nobody there. And come to find out that there is actually a couple that live there with a dog. And they keep the hotel maintained and cleaned inside. So that would be crazy to live in a hotel with nobody in it but you.
Yeah.
And a couple of dogs.
That's true.
Yeah, and they clean it up. But I don't know. What can they do? I mean, a homeless shelter, maybe, Muhammad Hussein says. You know? I don't know.
But you're right, that is definitely one wing dang dinger this hour.
So much for that, so much for that idea that they had. They were going to open up the hotel finally.
Yeah.
That shit didn't happen. It wasn't that something that we read on here?
Yeah.
One time?
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, Barry Black.
The Shining, yeah. Here's Irving.
Good morning, Shibuki. All the people are getting on. Well, there you go. What do you think, Derek? You don't think.
I just already know.
Yeah,
No,
you already know.
I do my
Exactly,
research.
exactly.
Well,
Of course, you know we just lost the state fair.
well, yes, we had to the Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Now, did you hear about the news that they want to triangulize downtown Macon? Remember that?
Oh man,
They want to
elaborate.
make a triangle park, putting Tower Park, Daisy Park,
Right. Okay.
and that park near Yerac, whatever park that is.
What was it, Daisy Park? Was that
No,
something-
there's Daisy, Tower, and one other park. I'll find it. And believe it or not, what they want to do is they want to triangulize the area and make it part of the college. In other words, they're going to close up the streets And it's going to be one big park. They're connecting that park, Tower Park, and there's another park, damn it. I can't find the story. I had it up.
Mm-hmm.
But, and that park is going to be connected all together. Oh, here it is. Permanent street closures.
Yeah.
Okay, they're going to close up the streets on Yerac, on High Street, and some other people. Here we go. Macon, Georgia community members and local leaders are considering a permanent street closures in order to connect the parks in the College Hill corridor. About 2 months ago, organizers developed the Triple Triangle Park Plan. The outline aims at creating a common theme between Daisy, High Street, and Tower Parks. That's it. Daisy, High Street, and Tower. Architects are working to use similar signage and walkways and fencing to build a common feel amongst the parks in the College Hill corridor. Each park will be given an individual identity, with Daisy Park as a play area, Tower Park as a green space, and High Street Park will be reserved for a gathering place. On Tuesday, WT Designs, the College Hill corridor, and community members met for a second time to discuss the traffic surrounding the Triple Triangle Park. So far, possible street closures have been suggested to put the brakes on the neighborhood traffic. By and large, I think everybody feels that by taking away the out of neighborhood traffic, by closing some streets, will be a better neighborhood, and we can enhance the opportunities with these parks, said WT Designs landscape architect Wimberly Treadwell. And then as of right now, proposal involves closing the very end of Spring Street and Daisy Park Lane. The Knight Foundation Challenge is assisting in the funding. So there you have it. They're going to close up that whole area. What do you think, Anthony? What do you think?
It says it's too early for this serious stuff.
No.
Like, oh my goodness.
Well, we'll see. I will cut the hotel and make an enormous disco EMD hall and get the likes of Skrillex, and DJ these guys $200,000. I'll make a profit. You think so? Come on down. Take a crack at it.
Yeah, well, I do have some other news
about the Triple Triangle Park proposal that they're going to do for the college. They're going to unite all three parks, Anthony. The Tower Park, High Street Park, and Daisy Park. They're going to make it one big park, and all the streets in between are all going to be closed up.
Ew.
Yeah, we
Excuse me.
We can do a jewelry store. As a matter of fact, we don't really have any, do we?
Well, I thought Freeman's Jewelers, but
Yeah.
But I do speak.
Yeah, there's now more money coming in.
Yeah. I do have something. I do have a busting news or breaking news. Macon Councilman Larry Schlesinger has defeated fellow council member Henry Fickling by 26 votes.
There you go.
In the recount of last week's runoff. Schlesinger received 1,711 votes to Fickling 1,685 votes, same exact total, which was certified last Friday. Mr. Fickling, Dr. Fickling, asked for a recount because the margin was less than 1%. The Board of Elections officials said the recount Tuesday around 10 a.m. Fickling was there watching the count and questioned the board members about the process and security of the ballots. But nevertheless, 26 votes short basically is still the count. He only gained one vote out of the recount.
Yeah, that's it.
Mike Kaplan, who represented Schlesinger's campaign at the recount, since Schlesinger was not there at the recount, unlike Mr.
That
Fickling,
is a very interesting, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
This 26 vote difference. That's what Anthony got.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, yes, Ariel. Ariel is a sweetheart.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. His daughter, yes.
No, let me tell you, she could put him down. Put those vodkas down, baby.
Mike Kaplan, who represented Schlesinger's campaign at the recount, says the rabbi was the underdog from the beginning since District 2 is overwhelmingly African American. Schlesinger, along with the other new officials, including the mayor and 9 commissioners, are scheduled to take office on January 1st.
Yeah.
Ficklin has 5 days to decide whether to challenge the process in court. He hinted to WMAZ Channel 13 that he may consider running for office in the 2014 election cycle. So I guess he conceded to the recount.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yes.
Yeah,
Look forward
it's
to the swearing in of the Macon Bib officials on December 31st, and they take office the next day on New Year's Day.
Goodbye.
Get thee behind me, Irving.
Oh.
Anyway.
Let me see. Ficklin bails me out of losers by the number of votes that I got. Anthony, there's a connection and everything.
Yeah,
even in the meaningless stuff like that.
Now that is a wing dang doodle right there.
Yeah, there you go. And he won by 26. Anthony got 26. And Ficklin paid $26 to bail you out.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
That's what it was.
Wow. Well, I got some other crazy
Morty
news.
Diesel, Tiger Woods. Yeah,
Tiger
there he
Woods.
is. Tiger Woods.
Yeah, for shizzle.
Diesel
Yeah.
on.
Thank to the rest.
All right. Well, it's 8:49 a.m. and the weather is still chilly out there.
Very, very
with
chilly.
the high of a very low
40 degrees.
40 degrees.
It's 50 degrees outside in Macon, Georgia. It's somewhat sunny, at least for now. It's kind of partly cloudy. The sun is trying to creep out of those clouds.
It's coming. I see it. It's bright.
Yeah.
Blue sky.
Well, the high of 70 degrees and a low of 40. So definitely get your jacket on, get your windbreaker on. And definitely might have to switch to some long sleeve shirts later today.
Yes, Tiger. Is that 26 you lost by? The ones who voted for you both?
That same number, I think, too much. Same number.
Yeah. All right. So what's been happening with you, Derek? Well, you want to do this
what you saying?
Documentary.
Yes.
Regarding the Sammy Davis Jr. Situation.
Yes.
You and I talked.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it goes back to getting a lot of the old footage of some of the old videos,
mm-hmm.
connecting them somehow with some coherent story.
Yes.
And do your...
Which basically will be involving a lot of interviews of people.
Right. You get interviews going.
Mm-hmm.
And in that way, we can get this like a mini documentary you put out and see where it goes from there. But we got to start somewhere.
Yes.
So start with what you already have, which is you have a lot of those videos. We have to include when we went in on the mayor, some of those little bits and pieces.
Oh, yes, yes.
With Anthony screaming at him and the whole 9 yards. So it should be a very interesting video if it's well put together.
Oh, yes. And it will be well put together. I mean, I'm a filmmaker. I was a film major at the University of Georgia. So, yes, it was my major. It's my calling. I mean,
well, let's see if you're majorly good at it.
Okay.
Don't do a Derek Shapiro on us. That would be horrible.
No freaking way. Oh, wait a minute.
And that was Anthony's day in the park with his son when he went camping with him.
Jeez. That's scary.
That's a picture of Anthony, right?
Yeah, Ronald is not so loving it in Mickey D's. Yes. Oh, yeah, DS Photo Guy, he gave us an update. Says, correction, y'all. Reward in dog deaths is now up to $13,000.
Wow, that awesome news. Awesome news.
Ooh, yeah.
Thank you, Diesel. Thank you for saying nice.
Thanks, Diaz. As he said, Diaz says the update is now up to $13,000. The reward.
There you go, 13 grand. Lucky 13.
Yes.
13 is not an unlucky number.
It's more like triskaidekaphilia, not
Exactly,
not
whatever that is.
Triskaidekaphobia. Well, fear of number 13.
Oh,
Now, the love
What
of
is it?
number 13 is
Triskaidekaphilia?
triskaidekaphilia.
Oh, okay.
Philia means love of. Phobia is the hate or fear of.
Ah.
Yes.
Wow.
See, you learn these things when
That's
you're
where they got
English
the
major.
expression, I want to feel you.
All right.
Good one.
By the way,
Good
that
timing.
I-16 thing is a big deal. All of you know they want to create the road. Anthony made a subject. He made a good point on this. Why create a wider highway so that everybody bypasses Macon? It makes sense to me. Well, guess what? Houston County is having its own trouble because this highway is going to cut through them as well. And now they're doing what they call eminent domain on some of the farmers in Houston County. And they went in with heavy equipment and started to rip up the ground on the guy's property and tore down his home and his house, his boyhood house. On his property. They went in and tore it down. And they're going to cut right through that property, right through the house. Now the house is gone in a dumpster. And the new roads are cutting through his land. The road may be good for many, but it's a heartache for few. That includes Bon Air residents, Buddy Bass. He said they do need to make some changes to Highway 96. This is a part of the I-16.
Yeah.
75 corridor. He says, and Bass knows that Bon Air isn't what it used to be. He says, but there was 5 houses on Old Hawkinsville Road when we moved here. That was in the 50s. He said, now they're all gone. And it's a home of what we're used to. Last week, they watched bulldozers rip it down, one of their homes. And one of their granddaughters saw it too. So they're really going gambos. They're going in and they're going to take over your property and run a frickin' highway through it. That's what they're doing. The Georgia Department of Transportation, they're tearing them down left and right. And they said the road is going through in the middle of all their farm property. They got cows out there. How do you go in and get the cows from one pasture to the other? So what do you think of that, Derek? The farmers are now in trouble.
Yeah, see, that's...
For a highway.
Well, it's just messed up in all kinds of ways. It's almost as if they just totally want to bypass Macon, as if it's just one big, freaking... one big pothole or something in the state of Georgia.
Well, this is what it happened in New York. Where there's a neighborhood called Red Hook, Red Hook, Brooklyn. That neighborhood was part of the outskirts of Crown Heights, Brooklyn, where I was born. That area was very Italian and Irish area. It still is. But what they did was they rammed down, right down the middle, the BQE, the Brooklyn Queens Expressway. And when my father bought the house, a couple blocks away, there were houses, there was the highway there, and I knew some of the people that owned the houses that were there before the highway went up. And they were pissed off. They said they did eminent domain. They came in and said, here's some money for the house, take it or leave it. Either way, we're coming through.
Wow, that is...
And that was Robert Moses in New York. Yeah, it cuts right through Sonny Perdue's land. You know what? That's what happens with progress. That's how New York made it. Every street, every angle was taken up and claimed. That's the way it is. City comes in, takes it, and goodbye. You don't have to pay the taxes on it anymore. We'll pick up the taxes. No more your land. Goodbye.
Wow. Talking about ripping up stuff. Ripping up people's properties. Matter of fact, though, it's like just tearing it up through a cancer. But speaking of cancer, I just found out that there's some new robotics procedure at the Medical Center of Central Georgia, where my mom used to work at as a nurse. As this new procedure helps throat cancer patients. As if you don't know, there are like 30,000 people in America that are affected by throat cancer every year.
Throat cancer?
Yes, throat cancer. And 71-year-old Bobby Upchurch was one of them. And fortunately for him, he became the medical center's first patient to get throat surgery through the new transoral robotic surgery procedure.
So what's he got, a rubber throat?
No, not really. Basically, it's the use of this Da Vinci robot, which has been in use since 2007. But this is the first time they used it to operate on a patient with throat cancer. Basically, if they didn't have the robot, Dr. Bobby Newman said he would have had to cut the jawbone of Mr. Upchurch to get access to the back of the tongue, causing a longer and more painful recovery. But because
at the bottom of her mouth?
Yeah, somewhere like that. But because of a 3D camera and the robot's ability to reach where human hands can't reach far, says there are fewer incisions and fewer errors to cause problems with the swallowing. And the procedure isn't without controversy. So, according to FDA's medical device database, it got reports of 500 accidents during robotic surgery since January of last year. Diane Zuckerman, the president of the National Research for Women and Families, says there's a lot of hype about the benefits of robotic procedure, but not enough evidence to back it up.
Yeah.
She says that doctors and hospitals are driven by financial reasons and a desire to feature the latest innovative technology. However, she says that technology isn't always proven to be better than traditional surgeries. So, but
yeah, you know, and what do you think? Yeah, that's a good point, Saibuki. I mean, these tech whiz kids are now going to robotics to do a lot of the surgery, as opposed to like in the old days where you had the dexterity and now they just use what? They use computer and some zappers.
Yeah,
like a video game.
Yeah.
Are they even doctors?
Well,
or are they like, really good at the game of laser tag? or something to that
I don't know,
effect.
laser tag has anything
I
to do
don't get
with
it.
throat cancer. I mean, like, they're using this to help aid them because, a person's arm or hands can only go so far down a person's throat.
Yeah, I know the controllers are the actual dodgers, but it's all like a game. Like, let's zap this guy with radiation and... Speaking of radiation, it's time to take a break.
Yes. Well, it's
Get
9
a
o'clock.
tray.
It's one and done. Yep, it's one and done right now. It's 50 degrees so far, Macon, with a high of 70 and a low of 40. Keep yourselves warm, everybody. Don't touch that remote or computer mouse. You watch the Morning Roast live from the Nut House.
Yeah, we're still going to ram more stuff down your throat, so don't go anywhere.
And don't get any throat cancer while you're at it. So.
Yeah, true.
Arrgh, and we are back, matey. Yes. Yes, that was a really good,
that was
brand new, that was brand new video from Epic Rap Battles of History.
Yeah, I don't know where the link is. Just Google it. Al Capone.
Epic Rap Battles.
Yeah, just type in ERB for Epic Rap Battles of History because I've subscribed to them a few years back. They're very fun.
I think it's overplayed. They're just
I like the one that they
running
did.
out of good ideas.
They're not running out of good
That
ideas.
Stunk.
That was really funny. I like the one with Babe Ruth versus Lance Armstrong. That was gold. That was golden right there. And one between the two battle of the two Napoleons.
I'm not a big fan, as you could tell. I mean, I've watched some of them, and some of them are funny, but you know,
Captain Morgan
a
don't
good
approve.
idea overplay. It's like ODing on that shit. I'm not doing it. I'm not buying it. I like Jib Jab.
It's really bad.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
I just don't. It don't do me. I'd rather watch 20 videos from TMZ, then watch that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just glad they did it because it's been a while. They were on hiatus during the summer. So this is the very first, this is their third or fourth season of Epic Rap Battles History. This is the first one of the new season.
Yeah.
So it'll probably
Is
get
that
better
all
as
it's
we go
been?
along.
4 seasons?
Yeah.
Seems like they've been on forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they've done some.
Captain Morgan versus Jose Cuervo.
I think they should have one Coca-Cola versus Pepsi.
Yeah.
I don't
think
know.
so.
They're not that funny.
I think they should have one of
Because
the.
they are, though.
Well, to me, I wish they would do the one that my idea, basically Charlie Manson versus Charlie Sheen, but that's just me, you know. Battle of the Charlies. They had the Battle of the
I think
Napoleons.
they should have Charles Manson and Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah. What about, you guys remember the videos that had the claymation and they used to do the same epic battles?
Donnie versus Derek Shapiro.
One with bad.
That one I'd watch.
One with bad computer. One with
that
bad.
one I'd
Well,
watch.
you know.
Could you imagine what would Derek Shapiro say to Donnie?
Let me tell you
Never
something.
mind what
Let me go
Donnie
get my
is.
laptop. I'm adjusting the
Yeah,
camera.
Deathmatch on MTV. Thank you, Anthony. Deathmatch. Remember Deathmatch?
Yeah, on MTV. Celebrity Deathmatch.
See,
yeah.
those I used to laugh at. I thought they were pretty morbid, but they, that was funny.
Well, they were more.
Yeah.
You just never thought
Celebrity
of
Deathmatch, yeah.
being bloody.
Yeah, Dixie Chicks versus Destiny's Child, yeah. I remember that.
Oh man, I
They're
haven't
all
seen
funny.
that one.
I like the one with it was Sarah Palin and what's her name? Hillary
Lady
Clinton.
Gaga. Oh, okay.
No, I think it was Hillary Clinton.
Okay.
It was Hillary Clinton and somebody, some other woman fighting.
I did remember Epic Rap Battles actually did a sketch of Sarah Palin versus Lady Gaga. I think. Yeah.
Oh.
Something like that. It was
Okay.
kind of funny. I thought it was quite funny. I think they did another one, another girl-on-girl one. They did one of Cleopatra versus Marilyn Monroe. That was kind of funny.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Anyway, well, that's the new genre, I guess. The epic rap battles, because that happens in real life. That's what all the wars were about with Tupac and all these idiots.
Tupac and Biggie.
They used to bad word each other, or bad mouth each other.
Yeah,
in song,
trash each other.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Trashing each other.
Mm.
Where are those days? That's gets a shot. Yeah,
I guess that's better than. I guess it's better to make a record of each other, make a record and talk trash to each other than doing it online like Facebook. You a punk, saying
Yeah.
At least you're doing this face to face, or at least radio station to radio station.
Yeah, that would be funny too much, wouldn't it? Epic rap battle, Robert Rickett versus Ann.
You're not kind. You're
That would be
you're
hysterical.
not kind. Ah, whatever.
That'd be.
I don't know if that would be a celebrity death match, but it certainly would be interesting. How would Ann bash him?
I'm a nice guy. You're not kind. Chicken. I'm a nice guy, man. You're not kind. I'm a nice guy, man. You're not kind. Take the pink jacket off.
There you go. Do it. Yeah,
Do it. That'd be.
Anyway, nobody can imitate you, Ann.
Yeah, you're definitely one of a kind.
He could be Robert Rickett. Let him be Robert Rickett, and you be you. Yeah, the codpiece match.
The codpiece match. Whatever.
No. Put him in a codpiece, and Robert Rickett in a fig leaf.
Now that wouldn't be kind.
That would, just like Julius Caesar. Yeah. Julius Caesar and one of his galleon soldiers fighting him politically. We crazy bastards of the world bring fun to society, yes. And we bring some.
Yeah, we try our best. We try.
Or either we bring some or we leave some.
Mm-hmm. The
right?
hose match, yeah. Hose
Both
match
ends.
of the year, yes.
Yeah.
Hose match, yeah, shooting your mouth off.
Yeah.
Speaking of getting shot,
All right, here we go.
I got some story right here. I guess, I don't know if this qualifies to be a wing dang doodle, but I'll give it an attempt. That says, a Florida woman was shot in the leg last week by a bullet that had just traveled through the head of a suicidal man.
Wow.
So basically, she was shot in the leg by a man committing suicide. Wow.
So the bullet went through him and hit her leg.
Yes.
Wow.
Jean Sams was visiting her cousin Yvonne Diaz at Diaz's Port Richey home Wednesday night in Tampa, according to the Tampa Bay Times. And Sams went outside to take a phone call, and moments later, Diaz and her family heard a loud blast, following by a banging on the door. They opened the door to find Sams with a leg wound, and she was rushed to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Pasco County Sheriff's deputies later determined that the bullet was the same one that was used by Diaz's neighbor, who shot himself in the head that night during an argument with his girlfriend. He died on the scene.
Wow.
And there you go.
There you have it.
Talking about going from one end to the other.
All right, well, I want you to read something right here. All right, but you got to say Aunt wrote this and you got to rap it. All right, ready?
Okay. Derek versus Donnie.
Yeah.
As Derek Shapiro.
You got to say like if you're a rapper.
Okay. Sit your ass down, you ain't Jewish as me. I use my laptop to make epic movies. You bring your cheap leather to a man's fight, but you can't decide if you want to look left or right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. That was it. I did have DB rap to it, Anthony. I thought of that before you. Yeah. Okay, here we go. What do you think?
What do you think?
I think the line where he goes, you ain't Jewish as me, I use my laptop to make epic movies.
You bring cheap leather to a man's fight, but you can't decide if you want to look left or right.
Very good.
Good night.
See, this is what happens when you don't work. Your mind wanders.
Yes, it wanders.
It could come up with
In
brilliant
your eyes,
stuff
too.
like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, obviously
Very
that
good.
guy who committed suicide, his eye's not wandering anymore. But
Well, no. I wonder if they, when they recovered the bullet, they found out that was the same bullet as the one that went through his head.
Yeah, when when they got the bullet out of her leg, I guess it said it had the traces of brain on there. So yeah,
Wow.
possibly, yeah. Messed up, though. Really messed up.
Donnie will be on in a few seconds. I'm sure he will. Anyway,
It's 9:17 a.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. You're watching the Morning Roast with DB, Irv, and Ed.
Yes, we're here. Okay, we got to come up with more stories here, buddy.
Okay, I think
Bring them on.
I think I got a couple of.
Now we're just gonna be sitting
We got
here
some new
staring at
stuff.
each other.
Matter of fact, we got some new stuff, and you heard. Megan is trying to get better. You heard about trying to widen I-16, that type of stuff.
Yeah, and the Triangle Park thing that they're doing. Yeah.
Construction everywhere. But check this out right here. There's going to be a 250,000 square foot shopping center planned for Zebulon Road.
Wow.
As if Zebulon Road has already been built enough, they already have a Lowe's and a Walmart next door to each other.
More shopping.
As well, and we also have one of those combo gas stations. You got a Circle K / McDonald's. Not to mention you got New Way. You have Papa John's Pizza. You have a Kroger.
You know the area well.
And an Amstar 16. Well, yeah, especially the food areas.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I figured that. Who want to go there just to walk around like you do in New York?
Yeah.
You have streets that you walk up and down because they give you a feeling. In Macon, Georgia, you go to a mall, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's your life, a big mall.
Yeah.
That's why downtown is so important, because downtown gives you that
feel.
Yeah, the aesthetics of it. I mean, you go to a mall, it looks like a gigantic airport. Mm-hmm. And why are they building more space when we got all that empty space over at the old Home Depot in that whole area?
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a very good question, Irving.
What's that all about?
Yeah.
Wasting money.
Residents at Macon Stone Edge subdivision off Zebulon Road are gearing up for a big fight. I guess this could be the wing dang ding of the hour right here.
Yeah.
An Alabama-based developer wants to rezone 250,000 square feet of property adjacent to the neighborhood from residential to commercial. Jim Thomas, executive director of the Macon-Bibb County Planning and Zoning Commission and Blackwater Resources, has submitted plans to construct a 178,000 square foot shopping center in the area between Northway Church, 5915 Zebulon Road, east toward the development, across from the Ashford Park subdivision. The remaining 72,000 square feet would be used as out parcels, Mr. Thomas said. The land includes 7 homes on about 25 acres. Thomas says residents who have submitted a petition with 400 signatures in opposition to the proposed rezoning. They recently had a neighborhood meeting to discuss the plans that included more than 100 residents. Southern Pines Plantations commercial owners of the Kroger Shopping Center near the planned development is also opposed to the proposed rezoning. It says the Planning and the P&Z Commission is preparing its staff report on the project, which should be completed tomorrow. The matter will go before the P&Z at 1:30 p.m. Today at City Hall in the council chamber in downtown Macon. That's something. So basically, the people are trying. Macon's trying to grow, and there's a lot of people having a
hissy fit about it.
Hissy fit, big
it's
disagreement.
Kind of like what's happening when this is the price that you pay for a growing area.
Yeah.
Nicole says you could get a lot of information out of a terrorist by force feeding them Papa John's. I think make them watch Derek do the sports for about 3 hours.
Nah, whatever.
That'll make them feel
Let me just say this, all right?
Did you see this latest picture? I got a picture of Miley Cyrus.
Using drugs is getting more and more outrageous. Remember we talked yesterday about the police cracking down on somebody that was they thought was meth, and it was Jolly Ranchers, right?
Jolly Ranchers candy.
Well, here's the real deal drug that's out there, and they call it crocodile.
We covered that.
When did we cover that?
Yeah, yesterday. The stuff that's made with gasoline and all that?
No.
Eat you from the inside out?
Wow.
No, that's not
Oh
what
my
it
God.
is.
I got a picture.
This is something else. Crocodile, it's professionals warn that its addictive poisonous drug has reached the American soil or shores. And what does it do? It makes your skin rot.
Jeez.
Yeah, 6 people in the Chicago area are suspected of having used the opiate drug. It's an opiate.
Wow.
That can cause the skin to rot away. A woman in Joliet, Illinois, chronicled her crocodile.
Yeah, crocodile addiction to Joliet Patch.
And an Arizona poison center in September received what was suspected as 2 calls for the case of crocodile use in the country. They said opiates are, crocodile's scientific name, desomorphine, is an opiate in the same family as heroin, oxycontin, and codeine.
Wow.
Crocodile has a faster onset, shorter duration of high, and is more potent than morphine.
Oh, man.
Opiates are especially addictive because they directly influence the reward center of the brain. And the more of an addictive substance the user takes, the more that center of the brain is activated.
And this is what it does.
All right, this is what it does. Take a look.
It's gross.
This is what that drug does to you.
Jeez Louise. Oh. Good night.
There you go.
Dang, man.
That is about as gross
as you can get, man. I mean, I have seen episodes of The Walking Dead that's not even that freaking nasty.
And it doesn't bleed, right? It doesn't bleed. This
There's
is
Miley
awful.
Cyrus.
Ugh. Jeez.
With that damn tongue again.
Lick that arm.
Ugh.
Carnivore. Who knows?
Yeah, the crocodile started in Russia. They're using a
It
terrible.
did? Yeah. Wow. That's horrible.
Brought you from the inside.
I mean, and you know, the irony above it all is that kids use this drug not knowing anything about it. It feels good, they'll do it. It's pretty scary.
My goodness. My goodness.
Yeah.
I mean, I've watched episodes of the Walking Dead, man. I ain't seen nothing that freaking
that
graphic.
gross.
No,
I mean,
not
that's
that
a
gross.
for real shot.
Yeah, that's real bone, real skin and bones and muscle tissue and stuff. I mean, real.
Well, that's what meth does to people, man.
Yeah, but not from the inside out. I mean, you don't see freaking bone and tendons and stuff, you know.
It fucks you up in more ways than one.
Yeah, but we didn't know how the degree of fuckery that it will fuck you up. You know what I mean?
That's why they call it experimenting with drugs.
You know?
I like that. Diesel. That stuff should not exist.
Derek is making it work. Fuckery.
Yeah.
There's a new word. Andy, what are you gonna that word? Put it in something. Sounds like brewery. Brewery.
Jeez.
In the dictionary, maybe. Yeah, why not? Anyway, poor fuckery.
Yeah.
I can't believe you said that.
Well,
You invented a word.
Didn't mean to, but you know.
Your mother's gonna be very proud of you. My son invented the word fuckery. Here we go.
Well, it's a fubaric. I'll clean up. It's a fubaric situation. You know, derivative of fubar.
Yeah, it's too late already. You're
Too
already
late.
safe. All right, what else?
I'll get the video that you sent me.
Yeah.
Give me a minute.
By the way, has anybody ever won a lotto game? Anybody on here? Because I don't know why people spend money on lottery.
Georgia lottery? No.
Most I won was $7.
Yeah. Has anybody ever won anything?
I won like a McDonald's
cup figure
thing for $5.
Something to do with food.
Well, it was. I mean, hey, it was back in the early '80s. $5 went a long way.
Yeah, I don't play it. I don't know why. I always say I don't believe in it. It's like taking my money and throwing it in the garbage
think it's rigged. I mean, because all you gotta do is you get a little ball flying around. All you gotta do is the ones you want to come up, just make them a little lighter.
Yeah.
The rest will stay down.
Congratulations there, Lady K. She won $3,000 once.
All right, you want to see the video?
Yeah, let's do a video.
Roll that footage.
We're just rambling on. What a morning.
A drug that rots users from the inside has reportedly made its way to the U.S. For years, Russian authorities have been battling the abuse of desomorphine, better known as crocodile or crocodile, as seen in this Vice documentary.
Сергей вот инвалид, он у них плохо ходит, плохо разговаривает. Миша получше, но тоже плохо ходит и разговаривает плохо.
And you've been taking crocodile?
The nickname came from the scale-like patches users get when they inject the toxic drug. That's before their flesh falls off, sometimes all the way to the bone.
People, once they become addicted, have a very short life expectancy, usually less than 2 years.
Crocodile is in the same family as heroin and oxycodone. It has been called the worst drug in the world. It is easily made at home with dangerous ingredients like codeine, gasoline, and lighter fluid, and is cheap high. CBS affiliate KPHO in Phoenix reported the first cases of crocodile use in the U.S. back in September. There have been more sightings since then in several other states. Doctors say the drug causes such painful withdrawals that many users just can't quit, even when they see their flesh rotting away. Michelle Castillo, cbsnews.com.
Jeez.
Good night. I don't know what to say.
I don't even know what to say.
It's just gruesome.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah. It's totally grotesque. Totally grotesque.
Yeah, well, let me just say this. The world is a mess. Thank you here forever. That's all we can say.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, why are we doing these stories? This is so depressing. We have to do them.
Yeah, somebody has to do it. Somebody
bring
has
awareness that this shit is going on around them.
Yeah, it's terrible, man.
Hey, I'll try to convince myself of that, but let me tell you, it's hard to look at.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it is. It's definitely
very depressing.
I mean, basically, a whole lot of stuff is terrible. I mean, drug abuse, shootings, bombings. I mean, a whole lot of stuff is just terrible to look at. But
thank you, ATT. Yes, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
It educates us, and that's the challenge. Is having to sit through watching that video and then still have a good idea on how to cut it out, but still, I'm just feeling overwhelmed by those pictures. Horrible.
Okay.
How are you going to help those kids out now?
Yeah, I know.
Be morbid for the rest of their life. Brought on to themselves.
Yeah, they did. They definitely did. Matter of fact, I got some news from Saibuki. Some crazy stuff. I mean, this could be a good contender if that crocodile thing didn't become a wing dang dinger now. This one definitely a good contender. Basically, a schoolboy bank robber sentenced to 40 months. 40 months in jail.
All right, what did he rob in the school?
I don't know. It says basically the boy, who can't be named for legal reasons, said that he had envied the material possessions of other people. The top said schoolboy held up a branch in Barclays Bank in Liverpool with an imitation firearm and stole more than 2,000 pounds, which is $3,500 American dollars. Yeah. But his mother discovered the stash while tidying his bedroom and decided to report him after he admitted his crime in a family meeting around the living room coffee table. Wow. You done robbed somebody, you gonna do, what did you do? Nothing, I just robbed the bank. Liverpool Youth Court heard that he walked into the bank at Breck Road in September 20th last month and held up two cashiers saying, "I'm not messing around," before handing over a bag. He said, "Fill that up with money. Don't do anything stupid. I just got a prison after 5 years." The cashiers put a dummy bundle in the bag, which is designed to detonate spraying the cash with dye. The teenage robber is said to have acted as if he was in a real-life video game. Jeez. Miss Loftus...
What I'm talking about?
Yeah. It's crazy. Like you said, Grand Theft Auto.
No, this is all...
video game.
Alright, this is more of the ridiculousness that goes on in people's heads today. With all they're surrounded by, people are just enmeshed.
Yeah.
Like a pig inside a pig pen.
Yeah.
It's all over you. That mud, everything. The video games, the pornography, the twerking, the bad music, all of it is permeated in our society to the point that people think it's normal. To drag race on streets and cause mayhem.
Grassed.
Like those bikers doing the Mad Max.
What is, by the way, Sabuki, what does grassed mean? Does that mean like set up or something, or got caught? Yeah, so it was the fact he got away his prices, then to be grasped by his mother. Wow. Oh, ratted on. Okay, ratted on. Okay, I see. That's because I've heard that before in a couple of times. I just didn't know what it meant. I gotta work on. I gotta be more fluent in my Brit slang. But that's some of the things. Like you just stole $2,500. Well, $3,500. Well, at least that's the amount it would be. 2,000 pounds at a bank, and then your mom finds it. And then y'all just have a family meeting. Where you get this from? And then and then he tells the truth, which I know, like is better to, I guess, to come clean. But then I guess the sad part is he thought he was gonna be able to keep it.
By the way, 19 minutes ago, was reported a man was hit by a car. And it was 6:30 a.m., but it's now being reported.
Wow. Okay.
How many hours later?
three.
Wednesday on Magnolia Drive near Trinity Place. The driver of a silver Honda CR-V that hit him scooped up the victim and took the injured man to the emergency room at the Coliseum Hospital, a short drive away. Macon police blocked off one lane of the road where the victim's hat, shoe, eyeglasses, and other items were scattered near the skid marks. Stephanie Brown heard of the accident that happened near the front door of a duplex and called police. It was dark. She recognized the victim as a man who frequently walks the area. I wonder who it is. Investigators had gone to the hospital and were parked outside the emergency entrance. The center of the windshield is smashed and parts of the hood dented. There you go. Somebody hit by a car on Magnolia Drive near Trinity Place. Where is that, Derek? Is that downtown?
I want to say downtown because it's near Coliseum Hospital. Or, somewhere in that vicinity.
Yeah.
Somewhere in that vicinity.
And the man is frequently walks in the neighborhood. Who knows? My parents know that the legal system is not a fake thing, that they would not be happy, but are not rat me out. Alright, Diesel. Whatever. More so, it wasn't a troubled kid. Who are we talking about? Who are they referring to?
Oh, no.
We lost track. Begley, his own son goes to Vegas and blows $5,000 on hookers and gambling, then calls daddy and wants more money. Guess what? Begley sends it to him. What a man of God.
You mean talking about Ed Begley Jr., the actor? His son? Huh.
No.
Oh, okay. Totally different Begley. The bank thief. Oh, okay. Jeez, oh my goodness. What's up with these kids today, man? Just they getting bold enough to rob banks now, man. What is
really
going
getting
on?
more advanced?
Yeah.
They're getting advanced in their mayhem.
Mayhem, yeah. Talking about mayhem.
All right, let's do some good news. A Warner Robins man was given honors for service. What kind of service did he honor? Oh, okay, there we go.
An elderly man.
He's an elderly gentleman. A Warner Robins man dedicated his life to service, was honored on Tuesday.
Yesterday.
And he wants to continue helping those in need. Services to others is the rent you pay for the room here on earth, Muhammad Ali said.
Said that, yeah.
That for Clyde Cunningham, service is the only thing he's ever known. The 84-year-old is a part of 7 different non-profit organizations and said all he wants to do is help. Help our neighbors, help our friends, help people who don't know who they are, but that's not my concern. I just help where I can help. Reverend John Thomas and his wife Isadora realized Cunningham's body of work and also thought they needed to do something to show their gratitude for a man who's meant so much in Warner Robins. We wanted to honor Clyde and his deceased wife for the things he's done in the community. Not only building our community center, homeless shelter, but he's done it for various organizations in about 6 or 7 different organizations. So they dedicated a building at the Community Outreach Center honoring Clyde and his late wife, Myrtle Cunningham. That's great. He's an older black gentleman who helped his community out for how many years? And I'm sure that he was around during segregation.
Well, yeah, he's 84, yeah. So, yes, obviously. Definitely, without a doubt.
Kudos to you, sir, for helping our community.
Definitely, without a doubt. He definitely deserves he definitely deserves an applause for his great work then as well as now. So, hats off to Mr. Cunningham. Yes, definitely leaving a legacy.
We need more of those, right, Anthony? We need more good men that would stand up to do what's right for our community.
Yes.
I would say that. Would you say that, Derek?
Yes, absolutely.
It's not a fuckery to you?
No, it's not. No.
Just saying. All right, let me see. Well, we had the car accident. By the way, 3 teens were arrested for car theft around the Tobasaki Lake there. You remember there was a lot of break-ins going on around that area.
Right.
And residents around Lake Tobasaki have had to deal with a few car break-ins lately, and now Bibb County. Deputies think they know who was behind that. 3 18-year-olds, Andrew Ellard, Aaron Macy, and Wendell Strickland, are all facing charge for breaking into cars.
They got arrested 2 months ago for the same thing.
Yeah.
But what did they call it? They called it something. They ring the doorbells.
Yeah. Well, anyway, these kids, the officer had to install items from unlocked cars throughout the night. They took everything from sunglasses to video cameras, to hunting bows to GPS equipment. They each faced 6 counts of entering an order. Of entering the auto, yeah. You go inside a car today, you're gonna get stopped.
Yeah, obviously.
What kind of charge is that? Entering an auto?
I guess it's kind of like breaking and entering, but it's like a car instead of a house. You know what I mean?
Breaking, entering an auto.
Yeah, breaking and entering, B&E. Yeah.
Well, they didn't say breaking; they just said entering an auto.
But if you enter it, of course, and it's not yours, of course you had to break into it. You see?
People in Macon, Georgia, don't enter your auto. They may just arrest you for going inside your car.
Jesus,
no, I know. It's just a stupid way of putting it, don't you think?
Yeah. Very, very much so. Yeah. Very much so.
That kid that robbed the bank was a straight-A student, not your usual troubled child. Well, you never know what's going on in a kid's head. I mean, they stay cool, but inside they're maniacal. They're having illusions of chopping people's heads off, and who the hell knows what goes on in kids' heads.
Yeah, but only
it exhausts him to the point that he's thinking that so much that he lays real cool, not too much energy.
Yeah, but he only robbed he only robbed the bank for 2,000 pounds. I mean, even if he was a straight-A student, he wasn't exactly the most ambitious bank robber in the world. I mean, he could have gotten more than 2,000 pounds. I mean, if you're going to come do a crime, at least do a big one. Don't just think small, think big. I mean, my goodness, he may be a straight-A student, but he's a C- bank robber. Probably a D- because he got caught by his own parents, but still.
Think. He wasn't that smart, in other words. He's not that straight-A.
Yeah. Maybe an A- or something. Speaking of some grades, some A.
What? Oh my Lord! How did you sneaking this in? All right, there we go.
The NFL received its 4th consecutive A grade for its racial hiring practices amid concerns over a significant drop in minority head coaches this season. The league also drew a C+ for gender hiring practices in the annual report by the Institute of Diversity and Ethics in Sports released Tuesday. Overall, the total number of women and people of color at or above the vice president level in the NFL increased by 11%. The league received an overall grade of a B. The Institute says it issues the grades in relation to the overall patterns in society. Richard Lapchick, the main author, said that the league continues to receive high grades because of what he sees as continued emphasis on diversity from NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell and his staff. Basically,
they're saying they're not hiring enough blacks?
Enough blacks, Latinos, Asians, and women.
That's what football is. It's mostly big black guys running around.
No? Well, yeah, and a couple of Samoans, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
However,
how much more diversified they want to make it?
I don't know. Well, it says
It's already diversified.
Well, yeah, it's very diverse. It says it's been a priority of his commissionership since he took over. Leipzig said, pointing to Goodell's decision to hire Robert Gulliver as executive vice president of human resources and chief diversity officer in 2010.
I think all this shit is to divert attention from the fact that just as of late, football is being declared a very dangerous sport. So many guys are getting dementia and Alzheimer's and all that. And the numbers keep going up.
Yeah.
And they're trying to divert the attention and now make it some other issue, make it up. So that nobody's thinking about how dangerous this sport is.
You're right. But it's but then again, when was it never a dangerous sport? I mean,
right. But now it's coming out. I mean, you know, there's I watched a documentary on this thing where it was one doctor noticed that this young man in his like teens. I mean, he was a young football player in his high school, and they discovered that he had a brain of like 100-year-old.
Oh,
literally.
geez.
I mean, not 80-year-old. And with Alzheimer's. Like an 80-year-old person with Alzheimer's.
That's incredible.
Because he was playing as a little boy, growing up in it.
So he's been playing...
You don't know. I mean, it's a rough sport.
Oh, yeah. No question about it. Definitely no question about it. In the AFCs, the Kansas City Chiefs assumably are the only team, at least the only team in the AFC that's still undefeated, 7-0.
Yeah.
There is going to be a game tomorrow night on the NFL channel, NFL Network. If you have that satellite channel or premium cable channel in your area, check your local listings. Tomorrow night at 8:25 p.m. is going to be the Carolina Panthers versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The remainder of the games for Week 8 is going to be pretty much all Sunday afternoon and evening, which is going to be mostly on Fox, CBS, and the Sunday night game on NBC, followed by the last game of that particular week going to be on Monday Night Football, the Monday night game.
What about ESPN?
Yeah, that's going to be on ESPN. The Monday Night Football game is going to be on ESPN since ABC owns ESPN. Well, actually, ESPN and ABC are both owned by Disney, so... They get you even sports.
So your Sundays are going to be packed.
Yes, very packed.
And most people are going to go to those Sunday games and watch those games, then they go to church. Believe me.
Yeah, they do.
That is their church.
Yeah, you're right. Speaking of other sports, another news, national pastime, the Fall Classic is going on tonight. Tonight, the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Boston Red Sox. Going to be playing tonight at Boston.
Who do you think's going to win?
I don't know,
World
man.
Series. They both suck.
They both suck, I guess. Quarter.
No big deal. I mean,
the Yankees aren't playing, but
Does anybody know out there who's beating who anymore?
The
World Series seems like second thought this year, no?
Yes, the second.
What happened?
I don't know.
It used to be like the center of everybody's attention, like a drug being put in people's face, people clamoring for it. Now you barely hear anything about baseball.
Because people got other shows, other TV shows, other channels and stuff to focus on.
I guess.
And plus,
America's pastime is past its time.
Yeah. So when you think about it, yeah. You pretty much got to flip a coin which one it is. The Red Sox and the Cardinals have been very good over the last decade. Especially the Red Sox, as they finally killed that curse. They finally won a couple of.
That 8-year curse.
Yeah. They finally killed it.
All right. Well, what else?
That's pretty much all I have for sports. That's it. So.
All right. So we got Sundays filled with basketball. Football. And we have
the World Series
tonight. Coming
starting tonight, 7:30 on Fox.
There you go. There you have it.
There you have it, yes.
And anyway, we in Middle Georgia, we have so much going on politically now. Of course, there's the races now in Warner Robins for mayor.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to bring in a whole new government over there. I guess Middle Georgia is starting to pick the people up. You said said in the story yesterday that Atlanta's growing again.
Yeah. Well, the Atlanta's
it was shrinking. Mm-hmm. So it's growing once again. Let's see what happens. Awesome. And by the way, I was watching a program yesterday on the Chattahoochee, Chattahoochee River.
Yeah.
I didn't know that they blew up most of the dams over there, and now they have whitewater rafting. It is now like the new venues that they're cropping up all down on the Georgia side as well as the Alabama side of the Chattahoochee River. And now all these new businesses are cropping up, so that may be an area I'm going to go visit just to check it out. You know, where Columbus is, Columbus. I have never been to Columbus, Georgia. I've been to Augusta.
Yeah.
You know, Atlanta, of course, up in Beaufort, Helen. I've been to a lot of areas. But really, that Columbus area, where the state meets up, has a river, the Chattahoochee River, running through the state of Alabama, next to Alabama and Georgia. And they blew up a lot of the dams, and now they have the river is back to the way it was when it originally, before they started putting in dams.
Okay.
Yeah.
The dam.
So, I don't know, that may be an area that I'd love to go visit. Check it out.
Yes.
Whitewater rafting, and they got, they're building new restaurants all along the Chattahoochee River.
It's a lot. There's a lot.
Let's see what happens.
Way down under on the Chattahoochee River.
Is that real song?
Where's getting water down there? Hoochie Coochie. Yeah. I remember playing that video.
The karaoke song. I hate that fucking song.
I played it.
Worse than I hate Summer Nights.
Ed used to sing, you know.
Yeah.
Actually, Ed could sing.
No.
He could also play a little guitar.
I actually played that music video Chattahoochee several years ago when I first started working in television, back around about the summer of '94. Crazy. It's almost 20 years.
Wow.
20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Chattahoochee, a lot of fishing. Speaking of fishing.
That's 6 days short of the 26th that Anthony connects to everything in his life right now.
Crazy stuff.
20 years ago, not 26, Anthony.
Speaking of fish, I guess.
Yeah, fish.
The state shuts down Macon Seafood Restaurant.
Oh yes. Gotta read that.
Oh yeah. This is from Caitlin Heck from WMAZ. The Georgia Department of Agriculture forced a Macon Seafood Restaurant to temporarily close its doors yesterday afternoon.
What's the name of the restaurant?
Let's see. An inspector, I'll try to get the name of it. An inspector with the State Department has placed a stop sale sign on the door of Rocky Creek Seafood until the restaurant fixes several problems. The first is a water line backup. Owner Clarence Williams says the drain under the fish cleaning station inside.
That's Link. Lincoln Hayes, Clarence Williams. Oh no, that was Clarence
from the Mod Squad.
That's Clarence Williams support.
Yes. Says the drain under the fish cleaning station inside the line outside is clogged, causing water to pool in the parking lot. He says employees were also dumping fish scales into the grass behind the building instead of the dumpster, which caused a bad odor outside.
And God only knows what could happen.
Oh, yes. Williams says that 2 weeks ago he noticed an employee wasn't disposing the scales properly and asked him to stop. He says that employee no longer works in the restaurant. I'm sure he doesn't.
There is no restaurant. They closed it down.
Oh, yeah, that too. When the state inspector arrived yesterday afternoon, Williams says some of the fish wasn't chilled properly and had to be thrown out. He says he hopes to fix the problems and get his business back up and running shortly. Wow, that is kind of...
Don't get into a business that you don't know how to handle.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
That is quite fishy.
I mean, how do you dispose of all those rotting fish carcasses and all that? Is there some kind of a service they provide, or can you burn them? What do you do with them? How do you get rid of them?
I don't know.
Does anybody have any idea how they do that?
It just sounds
I need to
fishy.
get rid of rotting fish.
I know it stinks that I haven't. But even that story itself, it does sound fishy.
Yeah. Everybody's been real quiet here. I think we got everybody asleep.
Yeah.
Nobody's saying shit.
That's some.
Well,
it's quite crazy. That's some bull fuckery right here, man. I'm just. Oh man.
What the hell? Anyway, by the way, an update. There's a wreck that's blocking I-75 for those of you driving through that area. Don't drive. It's blocked up. Tractor trailer entering I-75 north, ramp foot back, and the trailer on Harley Bridge Road. So don't go there. It's completely blocked.
Let's go. Something's going on with the chat lately. It keeps doesn't update.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was worried about that myself.
It's saying we got 32 viewers. It even said that when we weren't even broadcasting.
Yeah, what's going on there, Mr. Bond? Are we seeing the people that are on here? Let's see, I'm gonna refresh, see what the hell that does. If it does anything.
Yeah, chat keeps crashing. Okay.
Oh, that's what it is.
What is it?
The chat room chat.
Yeah, but the viewer count has not been changing at all today.
Oh, okay.
I see. All right, so we're at 32.
We're chat crashers.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad you guys are awake and alive. I know.
Put you to sleep yet?
We've covered a lot of stories this morning.
A lot of stories.
I'm excited that they raised the reward money to $13,000. That's good news for today.
That is very good news.
By the way, remember that grandfather that was shot in the head? He survived.
Yes. He and his wife.
He and his wife survived. They overtook that guy, his
and they forgive
grandson,
him.
and he says he forgives him. I forgive my son shooting me in the head. My grandson.
Yes.
I mean, that you talk about grandparents being over affectionate. That boy, they really love that kid.
Oh yeah, very much.
On Sunday, October 20th, Joshua Allen Cook was thanking his grandparents for allowing him to live with them after he had lost his job. And so I said, wasn't a problem. It was family. It's part of what we're supposed to do. Later that night, Livingston and his wife was in the kitchen and saw his grandson with a gun. So he started to go in the dining room. Well, we went by the refrigerator, and he shot her and missed. He hit the refrigerator. And again, there's an open doorway, and he shot her again. Boy, that's crazy. Now, why does he forgive him? Livingston said he loves his grandson and wants him to get the help he needs.
He has a huge heart.
And he shot her and dragged her, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. What would you do?
I don't know. That's some family love right there, boy.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I see you there, Diesel. I see you. They say they just responded to wartime. Personally, I just do not see the people that care about an English monarchy. They do not give a shit about people like you and me.
Oh. Bryant deactivated his Facebook account.
Who, Bryant?
Try to see if there was an update. He deactivated it.
That whole christening thing is a made-up
the guy got hit by the bull
event.
Oh.
It's a made-up religious event.
Well, it wasn't life-threatening.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't life-threatening, but, you know, he did have to go to the hospital, right, for treatment.
Who's this?
I guess we were talking about Bryant.
Bryant Knight.
Yeah, well, any update, Tower, on Bryant?
He
You know?
deactivated his Facebook account. I went to look for an update.
Oh, he deactivated his Facebook account. Wonder why.
You don't think people were making fun of, him getting?
I don't know. I didn't go to
a
his site. I didn't mention anything on Facebook. We did mention it.
Well, I seen a couple comments. People were being snide. I said, "Well, you go running with the bull, blah blah blah. You get what you deserve and all that shit." Which is, hey man, it's one of his bucket lists.
Maybe he is embarrassed.
Everybody's got a bucket list.
Well, no need to do that.
The Roman Catholic
Church made up the Christian.
You got
I know.
A lot of fuckery going on my bucket list.
Yeah, it's what they call a false doctrine. It doesn't do anything for the kid, really. The kid has to make a choice to become a Christian. You don't Christianize them. Yeah. Doesn't happen.
I had a story, but I probably could give it to the next hour.
Yeah.
Oh,
we're on break. It's 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
It's not official yet.
Yeah. Oh, it's not official 10 o'clock?
No.
There we go.
Ding, ding,
I'm
ding.
not just proving Romans, Jesus. No. Don't even go there. All right, here we go. It's all about tradition, folks. Tradition means more than the actual facts.
How about that?
Yes, definitely. How
Old
about that?
streak in her hair. She gets fired.
Think she's a lesbian?
Butch. Call him Butch. Looks like a Butch.
What, the pretty one?
Yeah.
The one towards the end with the short hair?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, she got her hair cut short, and then they fired her.
They didn't want it. That's not... I mean, if you own your own business and you have a certain standard, I mean, you don't want somebody to walk in with a dirty T-shirt either.
Well, Rich was because there were other people there that had similar highlights in their hair.
And I guess she wanted to stand out more, I guess.
No, he just singled her out.
Dang, that is messed up.
I mean, she looked cute.
Yeah, no question about it. She has a cute face.
That's the way they want it.
Yeah.
You know, they did that here in Macon, Georgia. They did it with Element. When it was Synergy, they didn't want a gay club anymore, so they said no more looking gay.
I was there the first night they opened at Element, and I was all the way in the back, so I didn't even know. They had a big fight out front because they said y'all come in here, just don't act gay.
I remember I went the first night there because I think it was free the first night because Howie invited me.
Yeah, I was with Howie.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Hey, Derek. Hey, Ed. Wanna come on out?
Yeah. He said, come on, man. You know, and I think he's gonna take me in there. I had to pay to get in the motherfucker.
What a son of a bitch. Yeah, that sounds like Howie.
Yeah, that's Howie.
That's exactly like Howie. He invites you somewhere and then expects you to pay. Well, anyway, let me see. I've been to Hooters. It's not all that. They don't walk around braless where their nipples are popping out.
Yeah,
which is what people expect, but that's not going to happen. You just have big boobs with a big bra underneath.
True, that's very true. I haven't been there in years and stuff. I try not to go there on my birthday because they don't get you. Aside from the fact that
what do you mean, Derek?
Well, usually when you get a birthday, you get like a little cup or something, or a cake or whatever. No, they sing the hokey pokey to you. That's
yeah. Well, I don't like restaurants
that's
like
too
that.
third graderish.
And a happy birthday shit. They come to your table, clanging cymbals and clapping.
Yeah, y'all did that to me. Remember?
Oh, it's awful. Yeah, we did it to you. That's right. We did. We did, didn't we? Yeah, I wanted to humiliate you. That's why I had it done. No. I thought Ed would enjoy it, but of course he sat there all red-faced, feeling like a total jerk.
Yeah. Well, it's 10:12.
Good way to get back at somebody.
Oh, yes.
Have them come over and sing happy birthday. It's not even their birthday.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
lie about it.
Have them get a lap dance from Mama June.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jeez, man.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't eat yet, okay? So I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah. Anyway, it's 53 degrees outside Macon, Georgia, with a high of 70 and a low of 40 degrees. It's 10:13 a.m. Eastern Daylight
We're
Savings
back.
Time. We're back. We're back live from the Nut House. You're
And
watching
this
the
does
Morning
feel
Roast.
like a hump day.
Oh,
doesn't it?
yes. Guess what day it is.
You're watching the Morning Roast live from the Nut House. There you go.
Yes, we are.
Enough said. All right, here we go.
I got some crazy news going on today.
Yeah.
The sitting Fort Valley mayor and the councilwoman are both running for mayor in Fort Valley. City Councilwoman Barbara Williams says she's sharing her new ideas with the people in Fort Valley. Both candidates for Fort Valley's mayor spent 16 years at City Hall, but one as a mayor and the other one as a councilwoman. Now both of them wants the Peach City's top job. Barbara Williams wants to bring more businesses by using the university and its students as a resource. She says, I would like to see the student population have the opportunity for some internships that they could see to need to develop some entrepreneurship. So I think to develop that atmosphere, to foster that atmosphere, they could start businesses of their own and would keep more people here. And the lifeblood of our city is the young people. And the sitting mayor, John Stumbo, cites his experience that he brings to Fort Valley.
Yeah.
And he says he has done a good job delivering services during economic development, provide the financial affairs of the city, had very clean audits every year. He thinks he should be reelected again. He also lists some road projects as some of his accomplishments during his tenure in mayor, getting $14 million worth of road projects in a town of 9,500 people. Every one of those dollars is being paid for by the state and federal government. Not a single dollar of those road projects is being paid by the local people.
He's good.
Yeah.
He's good. He's good at getting those funds and getting that welfare in for that city.
Mm-hmm. That's true. And Fort Valley's early voting ends November 1st, and election day to vote for the Fort Valley mayor is Tuesday, November 5th.
There you go. Fort Valley is what? Part of Houston County?
Yes. Yes, part of Houston County. Is not too far from here, as a matter of fact. Not too far.
Yeah. All right. Well, there is Coliseum wins state award for safety. The Coliseum.
Mm-hmm. Coliseum Medical Center.
Medical. It won the state award for safety. Couldn't have thought of that one. Coliseum Medical Centers of Macon is named one of the fastest hospitals in the state. Safest, rather. According to the Georgia Hospital Association Safety Leadership Circle. The Coliseum is one of 31 hospitals in the elite circle. State organization recognizes hospital improvements in patient care from the second quarter of 2013. Coliseum officials say each staff member is committed to ensuring the highest and safest level of care is given to every patient. I go to the medical center. I've never been to the Coliseum. Have you?
For my stuff, no, not really. No, I mean my aunt has, and according to Ed, they say they have better food. They have better food there.
Yeah, well, Ed would know. I'll take his word for it. I know that the food at the medical center when I was there was delicious. And then when I went back, I've been there about 4 or 5 times already. Mm-hmm. When I went back the last time, it wasn't so good. The quality had gone down. But before that, psych. Top-notch food. Top-notch. Yeah.
That's what I've heard.
What is this jamboree thing that I got over here? Peach County Jamboree. that's happening. A bunch of white guys in cowboy hats coming on.
I think they had something about it written on.
Grinder's switch in welcomes guests. And
that's the video. America. I think that's the video.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at the video because that's all I got. But now there's a bunch of white guys on a porch.
I think that's the name of a band. Grinder Switch, I think.
Grinder Switch.
Yes. I think they have some. Yeah. I think go a little bit lower.
Oh, they're part of Capricorn Records.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, the Macon owned record company.
Okay, Macon owned record company. There you go. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
They have Mail Train Blues is the name of their song.
Yes, if you want to check it
out.
out.
There's a bunch of fat white guys with a big train running through them.
Yes, if you want to check out the YouTube channel MLM737.
Yeah, and also the link he just put on there. Why don't you go to it? Looks good. They probably got music playing behind it. I don't have the volume, so I can't tell you. But yeah, a whole bunch of pictures. Looks all right. These guys, I guess, were part of Macon royalty or Middle Georgia royalty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I talked to Michelangelo yesterday, and he's working on some other projects. I guess some paid projects, but I'm going to give him some information about your real movie film festival. See if he can get some of his films to submit it so they can play over in your film festival, because unfortunately they weren't able to play his movie single in ATL in the MAGA Film Festival earlier this year. I don't know why, but I'm going to try to get his film to play here, because I'm thinking it's a treat. I tell you, it's a disservice not to have his film to play, because it's a very funny movie. If I mean the trailer is funny, but you have to check the whole movie.
I want to do a shout out to Damn It Boy. He's on.
All right.
Welcome, buddy. Welcome. Damn It Boy was here yesterday as a co-host for an hour.
Yes.
And rapper / poet /
filmmaker. Yes.
Filmmaker, entrepreneur. Here in Macon, Georgia. Welcome.
Actually, looks like Damn It B. Olive.
Yeah, I know. That's what I thought it was. I had to double back.
Damn It Boy live. Damn It Boy. Sound like from.
Damn It Olive.
Sound like Hank Hill from King of the Hill. That's a doggone cool name. I'll tell you what.
All right. Well.
You know what? Never did. Nical still out there?
Who?
Nical?
Yeah, Nical 3000. He's still there.
Yeah, Nical is still.
How drunk did you get yesterday? On your birthday. Did you wear your birthday suit?
Oh, man.
Oh, well, by the way, I missed that there, by the way. Diaz says, I'm also dedicated to providing the hottest possible care, but only the hot chicks. Well, there you go.
Hey, so you ran into the Senadoras last week?
Very well.
Yeah.
Good girl.
I haven't seen the Senadoras in a long time. I do have some.
Are you a Portuguese descent? No, I am from Spanish descent, which maybe, who the hell knows?
He's Mexican.
They're all the same shit, aren't they? Portuguese, Spaniards, all those people. They all, I'll see if I can do that, damn it, boy. The problem is I have no car. And, okay. We're going to somebody pick me up and take me there. I'd be happy to go. All right, let's see.
Hopefully I'll be looking for a car sometime next month.
Let me see. Here we go.
It's 10:22 a.m.
By the way, why don't you, damn it, boy, why don't you put it on right now, all the information, let all the chatters know about tonight's 8 p.m. event that you're going to be hosting.
Where is Bar 41?
I think it's going to be at what's the name of the club again?
It's at Bar 41.
Oh, Bar 41.
Where is it?
Isn't that,
It says on Cherry Street.
Oh.
It's on Cherry Street.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the one down the block? Oh, I know, the new one where my old business used to be, Bar 41.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, on the corner of Cherry and that's my old store where I was at. That's where that place is. All right.
Well, you can give them a little word of inspiration now, Irv.
Say again?
You can give them some words of inspiration.
Yeah, just break a leg. What can I say? I mean, make sure you're into, even if the people don't respond to you, you're in a great performance. Make sure that you host with all your heart. With all your heart. Well, don't get lost. Don't get lost in your thinking. Don't be too serious either. Have fun. Losing and Finding Our Lives in Him by David C. McClassen. This is our Daily Bread segment. Damn it, boy, this is our Daily Bread segment. It's where we talk about God and Jesus. When Mother Teresa died in 1997, people marveled again at her example of humble service to Christ and to people in great need. She has spent 50 years ministering to the poor, sick, orphaned, and dying throughout the missionaries of charity in Calcutta, India. After extensive interviews with her, British journalist Malcolm Muggeridge wrote, "There is much talk today about discovering an identity, as though it was something to be looked for, like winning a number in a lottery. Then one's found to be hoarded and treasured. Actually, the more it is spent, the richer is become. So with Mother Teresa. In effacing herself, she becomes herself. I never met anyone more memorable. I suspect that many of us may be afraid of what will happen if we obey Jesus' words. If anyone desires to come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. For whoever desires to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake will save it." Luke chapter 9, verse 23 to 24. Our Savior reminds us and his followers that he came to give us life abundantly. John chapter 10, verse 10. We are called to lose our lives to Christ, and in doing so, discover the fullness of life in him. Take up thy cross and follow me. I hear the blessed Savior call. How can I make a lesser sacrifice when Jesus gave his all? Ackley. As we lose our lives for Christ, we find fullness in life in him. Your Bible read for today in Luke chapter 9, verse 24. Whoever desires to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake will save it. There you have it. Save yourself by losing yourself. That makes sense, guys? Makes sense to me. Well, I'm glad that you think of Mother Teresa as some thug there, DS photo guy. I know people like that. I know people that will make Mother Teresa look like a thug.
Birth control pills and stuff. Speaking of birth control and steroids and all these other chemicals and stuff, have you heard about this story right here? Yeah, crocodiles. I mean, there's a whole lot of stuff just coming out the woodwork.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, here's something that just came out the woodwork. I guess this would be a contender for the Dwing Dang Dinger of the hour. For the 10 o'clock hour, I should say.
Michelle left because hearing about God is like a voodoo for her. It's like the devil flees when no one pursues. There's an old saying. All right, go ahead, buddy.
I got a crazy wing dang doodle of a story.
Whatever.
It says that steroids turned me into a man. The female bodybuilder whose drug habit left her with male bits and facial hair.
Wow.
How about that?
Imagine that, making out with someone with a beard. Only gay guys know.
Wing. Yeah, so how is it?
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Have you ever heard of bearded clam?
Let's see. Among the
Ed, what are you doing here?
Former reality TV star Jody Marsh has been using some steroids. I mean, she's been working out and stuff. A lot of actors and bodybuilders in Hollywood, among them, anabolic steroids have become a regular part of life. But with side effects that range from excess body hair to liver damage, using them can result in serious health issues as well as bigger muscles. Among them, former barmaid Candace Armstrong, age 28, from Walthamstow in London, whose steroid abuse has effectively turned her into a man. Literally. This is a story that I got from Ed. It's like, God dang. Says Candace.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Yeah, she says using these anabolic steroids have had her developing facial hair, acne, and other male characteristics, including a 1-inch penis. Like, jeez. Wow.
Hey, Ed, why is my picture still up?
I don't know where I'm doing
Once a slender, pretty blonde.
Everybody's freaking out. Yeah, it's like seeing the Pope for something.
I'm doing like 2 million things here, you know?
Yeah. Well, once a slender, pretty blonde, Candace is now a hulking brunette with muscles that wouldn't look out of place on Arnold Schwarzenegger, and body hair that sprouts from her back, chest,
That's a girl?
and upper lip. Yeah, it was a girl. It was a girl. Yeah.
It looks like a guy trying to become a girl, so somehow it's defeating the purpose, no?
Well, basically, she was using it to work out.
It does look like a guy, but trying to be a girl.
Yeah.
If she wants to be a guy, why keep the dress on? Get it off. Then no one would know. She gets a better haircut, gets rid of those earrings.
I mean,
she's a guy.
Basically, she was just trying to work out. That's her before picture. Yeah, she had no intention of becoming so masculine when she began taking the drug, but says it's too late for her to stop. It says, "No, it wasn't my plan." She tells Marsh in a scene from the documentary. It says, "You can argue that it was when I wanted big arms and shoulders, a bigger back and small hips, that wasn't a masculine look, but I didn't constantly decide I wanted to change from a woman into a man."
Damn it, boy, this is that woman, the one before that, the picture, this is her, the way she normally looked.
Yeah, that's the before picture. And it says that the side effects have been severe, along with having... that's a much better looking. Along with excess body hair and acne, it says that her clitoris has swelled so much that it has become a mini penis. And she says, "Yeah, it's about 1 inch long and it's shaped like a little penis. It looks like a little penis. You can roll back the foreskin, though."
Remember when they grew the
This
nose
is
on that guy's
disgusting.
forehead?
What a horrible story. Who the hell sent that story?
Then she really would be a
Because
dickhead, right?
They have experimented with mice and actually growing hair, human hair on the backs of mice. They're ready to try it on humans now.
Yes.
Yeah, this is absolutely horrible.
What a Tower Linda says.
Hey, how do I get the bling for that one? I didn't bring up that story, damn it, boy.
She-Hulk in the house.
Shit, I wouldn't bring up a story like that. You blame Merv, okay. I don't know. That she was horrible. I agree, Anthony. She could be in the next Marvel movie, like Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, She-Hulk. She-Hulk smash.
Or the Incredible Hulk goes lesbian. Or what?
Or goes drag.
Or goes drag.
Yeah. Like Medea goes to Dragon Con, something like that.
No, this is the way. This is the way we do it.
The next Tyler Perry movie.
Clean up the house there, Anthony. Anyway, so yeah.
That is kind of messed up though. It is.
What?
Well, you know.
Yeah, I always get the blame.
Using those anabolic steroids that just basically just switched her from a girl to guy. And I mean significantly into a guy.
Well, yeah, it's horrible looking.
Yeah,
but it's stupid because it's kind of like get it on right. I mean, if you're gonna be wanting to look like a guy, why are you wearing a dress and big earrings? What's the point of all that?
Mm-hmm.
It's like I don't get it. There was this one guy who turned into a woman.
Yeah.
But still like women. So he married a woman as a woman, and the woman that he married accepted him because she saw him as a guy.
Mm-hmm.
But
you're talking about Chaz Bono, right?
Yeah, that's another one.
Yeah.
But that's a horror. What happened to that kid?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how do you go from being a cute little blonde girl to being a big fat slob looking guy? I mean,
his world.
Really, that's like.
Well,
that's
Chaz
worse than what his mother's been doing
Chaz
for the last 50 years.
when he was Chastity Bono, well, she was kind of chunky. And you know when
she was.
I mean when he got the sex change, he was still fat. So I mean when you get a sex change, it doesn't help you lose weight. It's not like it's it's Weight Watchers or anything like that. You know, so I got you, Chaz.
Yeah. I got you, Chaz. Oh, this is awful. Ed, you're killing me here this morning.
I know, man.
Killing me with these horrible
Yeah, I'll
pictures.
have to say in that
these ungodly pictures.
Yeah, as they say in the McDonald's commercial, I think he's really loving it. Yes, indeedy.
Well, there we go. There's Chaz Bono right there.
Oh.
Or Anthony playing Chaz Bono.
I thought it was Honey Boo Boo's mama.
Who the hell knows? Could you imagine? Look at those thighs.
Yeah.
How could you live like that?
She's so big when she walks around.
How do you wash
Your mama's so big when she walks around the house. She really walks around the house.
Yeah, there's no room in the bed, damn it.
Your mama got a lock on the back of the neck and she you like this.
That stuff is
Your
awful.
mama's so cross-eyed when she cries, tears roll down her back. You know. But
ridiculous.
Oh,
see,
my goodness.
Damn It Boy says, I'm not going blind or deaf for a hard penis. Just give me a bottle of Seagram's gin.
Oh, my goodness.
If someone gets banned, their name stays in the chat
Yeah,
list.
you gotta refresh for the chat to update.
Ooh, right now, me too?
No, like when we banned Rocco, he stayed in there. He's really gone.
Mm-hmm.
Something wrong with the chat. So you gotta refresh. F5.
Okay.
I hope he didn't put a freaking virus in there to me.
Who knows? He is a virus. When he shows up, that's a virus.
Oh, Susie Homemaker.
Yeah. Oh, there's your Susie Homemaker.
Side effects of Viagra.
Anthony, you're getting
one,
famous on the show. You see, you never left. You're always around. In pictures.
Don't get
You're still
excited.
part of the show.
ATT.
He said, yeah,
Yeah, you did spell that right. Viagra. Viagra. Yeah, that's it. You got it right, damn it, boy. You ever try Viagra? I did.
Did it work?
It works, but it's painful. Like you could bang like 3 and 4 times and keep going. It's after a while yeah. My ex-wife, too many times in a row. I'm like, Jesus. You don't know how guys work. I mean, you know how much energy a guy exerts having sex one time I mean, double what the woman just lays there and wiggles around, screeching. The guy's got to put all that energy into it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Think about it.
Dang,
Think about it, people.
Yeah.
Think about it, women here in the room.
Man, I tell you, we got. Oh man, I think I got a lot of good birthdays today.
Oh, happy birthday!
Guess what day it is? Hump Day birthdays
all
over
right.
here.
Well,
yes.
let me see. Shut up, Ed.
I didn't say anything. I am.
I meant Ant.
Yeah, this is for you.
Man, that's cold-blooded, man.
Just be careful with your Viagra.
Yeah, I know.
The action's gonna end up with you
Oh, hey, little boy, you got the Viagra on the floor again.
And if you're on your period, I bet you're not on a period.
No,
you're on
a question mark.
No, he's on an exclamation point.
No, it's a tilde.
Semicolon.
Yeah, I saw that, ATT. You notice we didn't respond? I mean, I'm sure you didn't think of it. Did you think of it? I'm sure that's been done time and time again.
I'm going to work. Oh my goodness, that's got to be something.
Is it funnier? No. I don't know. What do you think?
Or like going to class, being the class valedictorian and standing up there with a boner.
At least he would have a place to hang his hat.
Oh, yeah.
Who's hiring? Damn it, boy. Yeah. Anyway, so we got birthdays. Now, please, I beg you. These people, we have to know. I don't want...
I'm quite sure you know this person. If you don't, you need to start Googling some stuff, really.
Yeah, whose birthday? It was Curly's birthday. Who else was? Somebody famous. I forget now. I've seen it, but I don't think
was it Jeff Goldblum or something like that? I want to say Jeff Goldblum's birthday was yesterday.
All right, here we go.
Here's some birthdays. You should know this one. If you don't know, shame on you. Today's birthday on October 23rd is Martin Luther King III, public speaker and civil rights activist, the firstborn son of Martin Luther King Jr. and Coretta Scott King. He's 56 years old today. 56 years old today.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah, he's not like his dad.
Oh no, definitely not. He's much fatter. Wake up, Tower. Wake up. Wake up. Ryan Reynolds, film and TV. Oh, okay. Another celebrity, Ryan Reynolds, film and TV actor who was voted People's Sexiest Man Alive in 2010, who also played in that sucky Green Lantern movie. Ryan Reynolds, he turns 37 years old today. Also, the great soccer player from Brazil, born Edson Arantes dos Nascimento, who is also known as Pele to the world. Great Brazilian soccer player, voted football player of the century by the IFFHS in 1999. Pele is 73 years old today. Happy birthday, Pele. Amanda Stenberg, she turns 15 years old today. She's best known to audiences portraying the little girl Rue in the Hunger Games in 2012 and caused all that controversy because a lot of people were pissed off because they found out that the character Rue was a little black girl and they were racist, had these racist messages and tweets all over it. She's turns 15 years old today. Also, Grammy Award winner and entertainer known for his parodies of popular songs, Weird Al Yankovic has turned 54 years old today. Also, Emmy-winning host of the NBC's Tonight Show from 1962 to 1992 for 30 years, the late, great Johnny Carson, who was born on this day in 1925, died in 2005. This is going to be a wild
Say
night.
that name again, Weird Al Yankovic.
Will Al Yankovic, yes. 54 years old. Ang Lee, Taiwanese director of classics such as Sense and Sensibility, and director of Brokeback Mountain, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Oscar-winning director of Brokeback Mountain, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and The Life of Pi. Ang Lee, the first director of color, to win an Academy Award for Best Director. He's 59 years old today. Kat Daly, the English-born television personality known for hosting So You Think You Can Dance on Fox. She's 37 years old today.
I hate it already.
Nancy Grace, CNN commentator, sensationalist, former prosecutor whose TV appearances stress the morbidity of violent crimes, and alumni of Mercer Law School. She's 54 years old today. 54 years old. Dwight Yoakam, country singer superstar. He's 57 years old today. Sanjay Gupta, Dr. Sanjay Gupta, Atlanta neurosurgeon and chief medical correspondent for CNN. He's 44 years old today. Wow, he's the same age as I am. How about that? Marciela Lucia, TV daughter who played George Lopez's TV daughter on The George Lopez Show. She's 28 years old. Doug Flutie, former quarterback who threw a touchdown in Boston College against Miami in 1984, won the Heisman Trophy. He's 51 years old today. Michael Crichton, the late great Michael Crichton, wrote he was the author of the novel Jurassic Park, which later adapted into a successful film franchise, and also was the creator of the long-running NBC medical series, TV series ER. He was born on this day in 1942. He died in 2008. Randy Pashkansik, diagnosed professor, gave inspirational, much publicized last lecture. You can see it on YouTube. He was born on this day in 1950. He died in 2008. Sam Raimi, noteworthy director, known for the cult horror classic The Evil Dead and its sequels, and also one of the creators of shows like Hercules, the TV series, and Xena, Warrior Princess. Also some other, I forgot, Isabelle Goulart, former Victoria's Secret angel and current fashion model. She turns 28 years old today. Happy birthday. Yes, indeedy. Some other news, trying to find another one. Diane Reeves, Grammy Award-winning jazz singer. She turns 57 years old today. Frank Sutton, who played the blustery Sergeant Vince Carter on Gomer Pyle, USMC.
Yeah, wow.
And Gummo Marx was born on this day in 1893. He died in 1977.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. Happy birthday to all you people. You know, how does birthdays become as exciting as sports? Is beyond me. We should be excited about both, right?
Yeah. We should. I don't know what's going on.
Suggestion: pick 5 birthdays and nip it in the butt. Yeah.
Nip it in 5. Okay. Okay, Sanjay Gupta and Martin Luther King III and Pele.
Happy birthday.
And Weird Al Yankovic.
By the way, going back to Martin Luther King Jr., he's not...
Martin Luther King III.
The third?
Yeah.
Oh. There's a second. That's the son, no?
Mm-hmm.
Which is a heavyset guy.
Yeah, he's heavyset.
Yeah, he doesn't look like his father. The Dexter does.
Yeah.
Dexter is the absolute spitting image of his father.
Yeah, good. He's much taller, big, good head, good full head of hair. You know.
Yeah, much skinnier too.
Yeah.
Like his father. Well, his father wasn't skinny, but he wasn't fat either.
Yeah, very true. Yeah. Very true.
Yeah. When you do birthdays, you should also do a puppet show with it. Yeah, make it exciting.
And I know you stopped drinking, but lay off the drugs, man.
Okay, sounds great.
Just say no, man. Just say no, man.
Anthony says tower. I can bring the puppets and we can make a skit out of it. Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. Hello, Murray Hutto. Merrick Hutto. That's our infamous friend, Eric Hutto.
Okay.
Who rides around on a chopper bike.
Oh, okay.
That must be Eric.
Yeah,
How
there
you
he
doing?
is. He's on our show today. Welcome.
Yeah, it's long time no see or no post or whatever, but glad you're here.
Yeah, not every show, but sometimes. Okay, Anthony, sounds good. I love it.
Here's some crazy story right here. I guess from Aaron's Rent-A-Center place, Aaron's place.
Yes.
It accepts a settlement for secretly monitoring customers. This is from the Associated Press. The Federal Trade Commission says Atlanta-based furniture rental store Aaron's Incorporated has agreed to a settlement over allegations that it helped place spyware on computers that secretly monitored computer consumers while taking webcam pictures of them in their homes. Wow. The FTC
Yeah, those computers that they rent out.
Very interesting. The FTC said in a Tuesday news release, yesterday's news release, that that errands will be prohibited from using spyware that captures screenshots or pictures or activates the camera on the consumer's computer, except to provide requested technical support. Aaron's officials previously blamed individual franchisees for the spyware, but the FTC said Aaron's knowingly played a direct role in the use of the spyware. It says, according to the settlement, Aaron's didn't admit or deny the allegations. The company also said it cannot comment because of the impending private lawsuits. The public has 30 days to comment on the proposed settlement.
How much?
Well, they didn't specify the amount of money.
Yeah. Wow.
But I guess it's going to be somewhat.
I mean, it's kind of creepy, but then again, they got to keep an eye on their shit, no?
Yeah,
they're trying to keep track of it. And the fact that watching videos and video cams, what do you think the purpose of that was? To check and see whether it was the same person?
Possibly.
That rented it out, that it wasn't stolen?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Security.
Something like that.
You know.
But there's something, well, speaking of Dr. Sanjay Gupta, from a story that this is just from CNN that I just gotten from Ed. It says that the quality of a man, I guess this would be the wing dang dinger of the hour. It says that the quality of a man's semen is directly based on his ability to conceive a child. But science hasn't found many solutions for men looking for a baby-making boost. Now, a study suggests that men who are hoping to start families may want to pay attention to what they eat. Duh, no kidding. A study presented at the American Society for Reproductive Medicine in Boston this week and published in the journal Fertility and Sterility suggests that processed meat intake is linked to poorer semen quality, and fish is linked to better semen quality. Miriam Afici, a research fellow at the Harvard School of Public Health, and her colleagues looked at how types of meat can be associated with semen quality. They took samples from 156 men at the Massachusetts General Hospital Fertility Center in Boston and had the men answer a questionnaire about their eating habits. And basically it says the concentration of sperm is one part of it. So is the motility and how fast the sperm moves. The shape of the sperm also matters, as does the total sperm count. That's the concentration multiplied by volume. And basically, in other words, regarding fish, it seemed that men who ate more dark meat fish such as salmon, bluefish, and tuna had higher total sperm count. More white meat fish such as cod and halibut was associated with normal shaped sperm. But they said that the study won't tell you that more sperm stunning meat like hamburgers or vice versa, but the higher intake of processed meat can be related to a lower percent of morphologically normal or well-shaped sperm. So basically, in other words, bacon bad, fish good, if you want to be a dad.
Yeah.
Wow. Isn't that something?
Well, that was something.
You want to have good sperm to be a dad, you got to cut down on the bacon and eat more fish.
Yeah, screw that.
Screw that. Obviously, somebody in Massachusetts did, otherwise, they wouldn't be able to get that data.
Wow. Yeah, that is kind of gross, no?
Yeah, that is a wing dang doodle for you right there, yes.
Yeah. Too many chemicals in red meat due to antibiotics and bad food.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Well, we're not. Are we supposed to be like carnivores? I mean, I thought we were more like. I don't know. Who knows?
Well, we're omnivores. I mean, we can eat fish and vegetables, but I think since we have more grinding teeth than meat tearing teeth, because we only have like 2 canines. I mean, it's not as long as like tigers and lions, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, we could eat, but just to a certain moderation. You gotta.
Yeah, everything in certain moderation. But I don't think we're really supposed to be eating meat, beef. That just sits in your stomach, they say, on average for about 6 hours.
6
That's
hours.
a long time to break it down.
Yeah, I thought it was a day actually, but I could be.
We are supposed to eat meat. Well, I'm just saying. Our body isn't really designed for it, is it? I mean, it does.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's why we have so many antacid and so much medicine for our stomach.
Possibly, yeah. Possibly.
Maybe that's why there's so many fat people in the United States. I mean,
could
we
be
are
right.
the most obese nation, aren't we?
No, we're not.
Well, we were.
Which
were.
one?
Was it Mexico?
Who's now?
Portugal or something like that.
Portugal or Mexico was like the number one. It
Yeah.
took our title. Not that it was a title that we want to keep,
Yeah.
but still.
Meat today is so loaded with chemicals, I know. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So is everything else, cereals.
Well, it's mostly loaded with
cereals
sugar.
are tasting different. They don't taste the same when I was a kid.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, and moderation is the key. I mean, yeah, meat has too many chemicals, and cereal has a lot of chemicals. Especially, well, they got a whole lot of sugar. That's for one thing. A whole lot of sugar.
Yeah.
And a lot of sodas have a lot of sugar too.
Everything with everything except sex, what? Moderation is key. Okay, I see. The Neanderthals have been proven to have followed and eaten the woolly mammoths across the woolly.
The woolly, I guess, woolly mammoths.
Woolly
across the
mammoths.
frozen Bering Strait.
Across the frozen Bering Strait.
I thought the Neanderthals were in Europe.
Yeah. Yeah, what's
That's
up
what
with
I
that?
thought. Yeah.
Mr. Genius, you can't even spell woolly mammoth.
Wow.
How are we supposed to take your point seriously if you can't even spell it right?
I got a crazy story right here. I guess one more before we go into Wordsmith. There's a Russian suicide bus bombing that sparks terrorism fears for the Sochi Olympics.
Yeah.
Naida Asilova, the suicide bomber who blew herself up earlier this week on a crowded bus in the Russian city of Volgograd, killing 6 people and wounding dozens more, was born in the town of Buyansk, a huddle of mosques and squat apartment blocks in the foothills of the Russian Caucasus. For at least a year, the town has been under a so-called KTO regime, the Russian initials for counterterrorism operation, which allows security forces to conduct random searches, impose curfews, and detain any foreigners who do not carry a special visitor's permit, as happened earlier this spring. At the checkpoint leading into town, the troops whose Simon Schuster, it says the troops who stopped him could not say exactly how long the counterterrorism operation has been going on. And they said it says it's been going a long time. But since the Olympic Games, the Sochi Winter Olympic Games, which will be held a day's drive from Buyansk in the Russian city of Sochi in February, which is less than 3 months away. 3 months away. Hard to believe. We're roughly 9 months away at the time. The President Vladimir Putin campaign to stamp out the local Islamist insurgency has already been pushing ahead for at least much that time. So even in Winter Olympics, they're still catching up. Usually it's a Summer Olympic thing again because, you know, when London received the message they were going to be hosting the Summer Olympic Games in 2012, there was a terroristic act back, I think, in 2009 or 2010, and people were worried about that. Now, do you think it may happen? Do you think there's going to be a terrorist scare in Sochi, you think?
Well, yeah, possibly. I mean,
that and plus, you know, the
depends
anti-gay
on how
statements.
good they secure those places.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think they have such as good as anti-terrorism as we do, but you never know. Russians are unlike Americans. The Russians will kill your ass over there. They don't care. They don't tell anybody anything either. Whack you out.
Yeah.
Some people in that military are like mafia. They don't have the same standards, those soldiers, as American soldiers.
True.
These guys are like the Russian mafia.
Probably want to
They
sit
don't
on
play
that.
by the rules. What?
I was just saying, you might want to sit on that one for tomorrow. That'll be, I guess, it'll be a wing dang doodle
Yeah,
for
we'll
tomorrow.
do that tomorrow.
Yeah,
We'll
I
do
do
that.
have something from Word Origins from Wordsmith from John Atos. Our word of the day is no, it's not fuckery. It's interpolate. Interpolate. The Latin ancestor of interpolate literally meant polish up. It was interpolare, which based on a verbal element, polare, that was related to polire or polish, source of English polish. Its meaning gradually progressed metaphorically to via refurbish or alter the appearance of, to falsify, particularly by the insertion of new material. The last presumably arising from a reassertion of the central meaning of inter, between. English originally took it over the sense alter, tamper with, but before the middle of the 17th century, the notion of insertion or interjection had begun to emerge in its own right and has gradually taken over from alter. So there you have it, our word for the day, interpolate. And who said this verse? Who said that verse? The wild blue yonder. I think you already know what that means. In 1937, a song competition was held in the U.S. to find a song that reflected the unique identity of their airmen. The magazine Liberty cooperated by offering $1,000 as a prize for the winning song. During a survey over a survey period of 2 years, over 700 entries came in, but 302 were somewhat disappointing. At the last minute, a song arrived entitled the Army Air Corps Song, with opening lines, "Off we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sky." Composer lyricist Captain Robert MacArthur Crawford was declared the winner.
Last Friday, enemy comes from a mule.
Yes.
The soup is cold and the bread's got mold. La 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 la. Remember
American
that?
U.S. Air Force. Yes.
That's how I learned this.
Yes. Composer lyricist Captain Robert MacArthur Crawford was declared the winner. A slight change in the title came in 1947 when the U.S. Air Force was founded and the use of the term Army Air Corps ceased to exist. It became its own military branch.
Yeah.
As an entity. Accordingly to the name of the song became the U.S. Air Force song. The song became popularly referred to as the Wild Blue Yonder, and early printings of the sheet music advised that the line "off with one hell of a roar" could be replaced with "off with a terrible roar" to suit the broadcasting ethos at the time. In 1979, General Lew Allen Jr., Chief of Staff of the American Air Force, announced that the song was now the official service song of the U.S. Air Force.
Very good.
So who said it first? The Wild Blue Yonder was Captain Robert MacArthur Crawford in the song "The Wild Blue Yonder." And I guess there you have it.
Thank you.
Like a mummy, it's a wrap right now.
It's a wrap right here off the Wild Blue Yonder.
Yes. 11 o'clock right here in Macon, Georgia is 53 degrees. Well, actually, 58 degrees. It's getting slightly warmer, ever so slightly. It's still somewhat sunny. It's going to be cloudy with a high of 68 degrees and a low of 40 degrees. So if you're going outside, definitely wear your jacket, or at least wear some long sleeve shirts, because it's going to be very, very windy today, as well as the rest of this week.
Anthony, let me know when we're hooking up. I love to see.
Yes. By the way, Anthony, have you gotten my IM earlier, an hour ago? Just wanted to let you know, see what you thought about it. Want to thank the chat bot and all of our viewers and mods and chatters. ATT, DS Photo Guy, Nical 3000, Too Much, Honest Guy, Bunny TV, Damn It Boy Live, Diesel, Jay Close to You, Logger in Camp, Muhammad Hussein, Photon Rain, Sam 61, Smell My Finger, Tower of London, Watchdog 1, Zappa 1, and Sabuki, and also Earl Big Skillet, who were here earlier today, as well as Donnie Curry. Was he here earlier today as well?
No, I don't think Donnie showed up today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right.
Well, anyway, I hope you had a wonderful hump day, wonderful Wednesday. Hopefully we will see you tomorrow. Thirsty Thursday. Don't forget to check out the World Series of those who are still baseball fans. It's coming on 7:30 tonight on Fox. The Boston Red Sox versus the St. Louis Cardinals.
Thank you for stopping in, damn it, boy. Appreciate it. Looking forward to having you here next week.
Yes, on behalf of Irv and Ed. I thought you were Earl. On behalf
of this guy here and that guy there.
Yeah, them two guys. Yeah. This is DB saying, can you smell what the roast is brewing?
See you tomorrow. Thanks.